Hello and welcome to the Friday Night Pro League, live from Academy Lanes in Haverhill, Massachusetts, week 26 of 35. We have the home team Academy 3 versus the visitors out of Ryan Family Amusements in Millis, Massachusetts. This is Candlepin Bowling Network. My name is Greg Gouillart, and alongside me on the call is Paul Grant.
Hello, Greg. Great with you as always.
We see the standings on screen here. Two teams lower down, and Millis by .09 on their average, currently on the wrong side of the playoff bubble, versus an Academy 3 team that's currently in last place, but still with a lot of potential.
And look at the standings, folks, how close the 6 to 12 is. And look at Millis. They're 9 pins behind 8th place for Central 1. 7 pins. 7 pins behind.
700, in fact.
7 pins, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's crazy. But if 8 and 9 tie, 8 make the playoffs at the end, there'll be a one-string roll-off during the championship day. Playoffs on Millis on May 16th, Saturday. Live coverage on YouTube on Candlepin Bowling Network. I will be there, Greg, because main states are the 2nd and 9th that weekend. So we'll be there for the Pro Series finals after all. All right, Greg, wait, next weekend, though, we'll have Academy 1 hosting Lapierre. We'll see for the 2nd time this year. Here's Scott Lapierre from Sanford, Maine. Missed the chance. Kevin Dietrich leads up 2. Greg will call the middle string.
You got it.
Lapierre, Paul Grant special, missed the 2nd, make the 3rd. Never a good time for that. 10 to start the match. Billy Shaun, senior, filling in for Millis tonight for Frank DeLuca. Kevin Dietrich at 10 also.
So for those of you new to Candlepin, now you see it. Roll 3 balls, play the wood where it falls. Strikes are rare. It's a game of spares.
Correction, 9 for Dietrich. He put 10 on the scoreboard. You got to watch that scoreboard, folks. It's haunted.
Well, our scoreboard is correct as you see it on screen.
Greg
Three strings.
Greg is a computer.
Something like that. I am a robot sometimes.
I am a robot. He is a genius. Bombs away, baby. Strike for Dietrich. 19 plus 2. Plus 2 bonus balls. Lapierre going right, now going left. 1 wiggling, 3 in the 10.
3-string format with 2 points per string and 2 for total. Any ties split those points, and it's these points that determine the standings that you saw earlier. When we look at the standings again in just a moment, you'll see that both teams have opportunities to go up.
Scott takes a 10, 2 10s to start the match. Bulls anchor a lot. Now he's leading off.
He's done that anchor position a few weeks now, going back to week 20 or so, and it's worked out for Academy 3. I mean, they got 3-5 against red-hot Exeter. Pink-hot, should I say?
Last year's #1 seed, the Candlepins of Kansas, Butwell's open scratch roll-offs is Shaun Shattuck on the left for Millis in the purple shirts on lane 1 of 44. That was his high 5 at the time.
Yep. And will it be Dave Hodge-Mallahan, actually, after all? It will be. So it will be Hodge in second.
They changed it. They went flip-block, 2nd to 3rd, 3rd to 2nd, now back to 2nd to 3rd. And they can't change the rest of the way, though. 1 wiggling 2, 6-10 for the captain. Shaun Shattuck has the 1 wiggling. Back pin goes down. 1 of the 10 chance. 4 pieces on the deck. We're on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube in high definition. And what a shot for a spare for Hodgie. And a spare to match for Shattuck.
Take a look at the 4-pinner here on instant replay. So Team Academy 3, despite being low down in the standings, has 2 teams in front of them, Academy 1 and it would be Riverwalk, who are both facing Exeter and they're facing Central 3, the 2 top teams in the league, along with, Metro is in 3rd place. I was right.
Both on spares. Hodgie first, sends it left for 3, 13 through 1 in the first of 3. Shattuck goes left, he gets 6. He's got the Rick Kimrowski special in Millis where he bowls for the home matches. 16 through 1, my longtime Friday Night Mixed League compadre.
More commonly known as the 4 Horsemen.
Yes. Shattuck, head pin only, youch. 5 up, 5 down for Hodgie, looking for an out after the spare 3.
Though an inspiration for the donation we're giving to Candlepins for Cancer, including a $20 we started the night off with, so you get more money for bowlers in need.
Hodgie 9, a 10 for Shattuck. You know, we used to put $1 on our team on Friday nights. I think we had $48 one year just doing it one season. And now it's my inspiration for Lemon Drop Pool, actually. True story. Shattuck 23, 1 less for Hodge. And here come the middle bowls of 5. It's Glen Gill, who gave Matt Buffalo Nichols the nickname.
Buffalo!
And on recent birthday of Matt this past week. And here's John Alosa from Butwell's Bowling Center in Concord, New Hampshire, as is Shaun Shattuck and Demetri Dellas, the better brother Butwell's bowler, come up as the anchor later on. Gill has the 8 and 10. Alosa right side, just 4. He bowled last night in a big win, 10 points to 4 in the Atlantic Candlepin singles tour. Class A North against former number 4 seed Tyler Reese, which reached Dellas back in 4th place and put Tyler Reese in 8th. Watch out for Tyler Reese, a rising star here at Academy Lanes.
Great to see you all. Great to see. It's wonderful how bowling brings us together. Both all the folks here: Paul, Wayne, Mason, Michael, David, the Cuttings.
Cummings, Georgia, Paul live. I love it.
Leo and JM Ski, nice to see you. And just all different walks of life as well. John Alosa, an IT man, and Glen Gill works in public works.
Wayne Petty from Michigan, Mason Shea from Ohio. Gill can't connect. Alosa, good bid, almost. 6 right, 8 left.
Both equally frustrated by the pins.
Gill at 10 to start his match. Jon, John Alosa, A-L-O-S-A, a 10.
Alosa.
Alosa. I call him Aloha. Everybody calls him Aloha at Butwell's. They don't call him, that can know his last name after a while.
A lot of Bowell's talent here. We got Alosa, we've got Shattuck, and of course, Dellas. It's all in the family there, the Dellas family, the owners.
Great on Andy Dellas is Gill. Pounds 9, 10 pin left up. Alosa missed the head pin. That's the 1-7 opportunity. Gill for a spare in the ocean. Sure he's happy about that one. Alosa chance for a spare. He got it. 20 the ball through 2. Here comes Millis.
1 in a corner again for the conversion.
They were 12th, they were 6th, they were 9th, they've been everywhere tried to lose this year. Watch out for this team. They get fired. They get on fire. Watch out for them. Gill not there for 9. 19 through 2 on Candlepin Bowling Network. We cover all the class of bowls all the time. In fact, Greg, we're on the doorstep of 5,800 subscribers and close to 2,700 videos. 2,800 videos, right?
Yep.
2,700 videos. Semi-pro, pro action. Something for everyone. Candlepin Bowling Network. Please hit subscribe and the bell icon after you subscribe for live notifications.
It's free.
Tell your friends, tell your family. However, there is an option to go to Super Chat. And Greg will explain that after this box. Here's Steve Poulin, Father Mike in the Hall of Fame class, eligible for next year. There's a strike. Bombs away, baby. There's the shirt. Get the River Stream Live. Help support Candlepins for Cancer, a 501c3 charity. Billy Shaun is singing for Frank DeLuca tonight. 8 in the first ball, none in the second. As he has the 1 and the 3. Very talented bowler.
They call that one the Millis 8. Bummer.
Missed again for an 8. His wife going through cancer. Supported by Candlepins for Cancer recently. That's what the charity's all about, helping Candlepin families going through cancer treatments. Go to Candlepins, #4cancer.com to donate. Any amount is greatly appreciated. Via Venmo, you can also be able to check the address you can find on the website at candlepins4cancer.com and sign up for the upcoming rollouts at Butwell's, including this weekend, including this month, rather.
I mean, obviously, treatments are always difficult to go through, but in this case, there is a cautious optimism in her case and
yes,
hoping for the best for Aaron.
Yeah, I talked to Billy before the match when I came in. Steve Poulin on a strike, goes left for 3. Very good bowler from Portsmouth Bowler-Rama, Bart Madero's house. 1-3-6, the 9 behind the 3 for Billy Shiner Sr.
Important to get a strike fill here.
Good bid, and he gets all but the 6 right, 9 left, 18 through 1. Shiner bounces back with a spare. Missed the 2-pinner, he got 3 plus the sleeper. 18 of the ball through 2. Anchor's up next.
So that's now 3 bounce-back spares for Millis, so they're taking advantage on the second ball, arguably the most important ball in this game.
Poulin takes the 10, 23.
28.
28, yeah, put 3 in the score. They got to fix that. They give a spare, they fixed it now, so.
It's a ball behind.
18
the ball
through
was
1,
missed.
28 through 2. All right. You're on the ball, Greg, as always.
Exactly. Oh, I didn't show the actual replay that mattered. Excuse me.
All right, here's Mike Nardone. They call him Narclone.
There we go.
Slipping left. He gets 6. 1-3-6-10. Here's Dimitri Dellas, 24 years young. The better brother Butwell's bowling son in Concord, New Hampshire. What a shot for a strike. 9. He's at the 6.
Has a run out of steam after that last ACS team match, huh?
Nardone can't get the 10 to fall. Oh. Dimitri's a 100 bowler 3 years ago, and I said, why'd you get so good the last 2 or 3 years? More than that in just a moment. For a spare, bang!
League composite average is 118. That's tops of anyone on this match.
Nardone at 10 to start his match. So he's a 100 bowler 3 years ago. He said he got valuable experience in the Candlepins Cancer Roll-Ups we did 3 years ago. Last year he joined the ACST Class C. Had a 103, 104 average going in. He averaged a 113, 114. 112, 113. He's averaging 120 this year, and he threw a 649 in the qualifying rounds, round 1. Right now, the number 1 seed, the Buttwells roll-off, through round 4 12. Rounds 5 and 6 tomorrow, 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. Shortly after, live coverage on YouTube here on Candlepin Bowling Network. His bonus is 4. It's a 6-pack. Check his ID.
Good luck, everyone else down there.
So it's a 6-fill after all, 16 through 1. 1, 3, 9, 10. Sorry, Greg.
Good luck, everyone else down there.
You know,
still plenty of shifts left. Go to Candlepins for Cancer, Candlepins number 4cancer.com if you're a bowler in the Concord, New Hampshire area and want to give it a go.
Dellas 2 in a row, of course. 26 in the ball through 2. He has the it factor. Greg with the update after this box. Register Candlepins number 4, cancer.com. Will walk in tomorrow, 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. Shortly after we'll start. Nardone, nice out for a 9, 19 through 2 on Candlepin Bowling Network. Here's the update from the soothing sounds of Greg Gouillart.
So just 109 to 108, but that one pin is very, very deceptive because of the 4 open marks Millis had. Dietrich, Alosa, Shiner Sr., and Dellas all marked on the second box. That's how that yellow 4 with the Canadian smudge, as I call them. That's derived from their scoring notation.
So they're going to give Shaun Shattuck grief, right? For Shaun Shattuck, the black sheep right now.
The so-called hangman in rather violent parlance of the game.
Yeah.
Academy Lanes used to have CompuScores that would actually light up.
They have good chemistry in the team for Millis.
Just a pixel animation, nothing terribly graphic, thankfully.
Top of the order, Kevin Dietrich, just 2. Here's a strike threat. Will it go? It does! Lapierre takes them all down.
It was a split, then it was a strike.
Not the conventional bombs way, baby strike, but Poulin puts the shirt up. 30 plus 2 through 3 in the first of 3. 9 versus 12.
I'm going to mark it a split strike.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Now you see it?
I like that.
No, you don't.
Dietrich, good try. Won't get to the 10.
Got his 8 filled 9 box.
So Academy 3 has a mark on the board. They're down 3 spares to 1 strike.
Lapierre, what is he? 114 average, that's right.
Down this year slightly.
Dietrich 108 average.
9 for Kevin, 36 through 3, left-hander.
We remarked on it, Lapierre usually anchor, but until the past few weeks.
6-9 again. Lapierre, 7-time Pro Series champion. Won one recently, the Pro Series this year. 3 in the 7, decent wood on a strike. Kevin chops out the lemon drop, pinning your first ball, the 4.
If memory serves, Kevin Dietrich is a postal worker, and Scott Lapierre works as either a cook or somehow in the culinary
He was a
profession.
cook, now he changed that job now.
Ah. Has he got news for me?
Flooring company. I believe it is. Missed that chance, but 8 in the strike. 38 through 3.
Makes the Bob Euchre just a bit outside gesture.
Dietrich 6. 42 through 4. Lapierre not there for an 8. 46 through 4 in the first. This is week 26, technically at 35. A snowstorm put week 24 to week 34, but semantics. So 9 matches to go after this.
So a few pins get away there, but still the 2 pins gained by Lapierre are significant. You never know. Every string, every point matters for playoff seeding and year-end payouts.
They switch lanes every 2 boxes. Shaun Shattuck rolling 8.5. A 6-pack ID check time for Dave Hodge-Mallahan, who had a spare 3-9 start. Shaun a spare 6-10 start. Double wood. No. Haji, good bid. He got it. Slipped the 6 last spare. Second spare. 32 in the ball through 3. Shattuck at 10. Stays perfect. 36 through 3.
Dave Hodge-Mallahan currently out of Wakefield Bowlodrome, long time.
It was great to see
Star
Justin great to see Justin Lapines last week at Rollaway Lanes. What a great job that was, Greg. They did there, Rollaway Lanes.
We made the newspaper.
Yes.
Thank you, Ryan Drago, for that great article.
Western Mass. I'll get a copy hopefully pretty soon when he goes to the Buttwells Rollouts. I'll get a copy for you, 29th or so.
It's only $1. I'll figure it out. Dave Hodge-Mallahan currently with an average of 109. Shaun Shattuck, 113 average. One of those hidden gems out of Boutwell's Concord, New Hampshire. We found him during the Candlepins Cancer roll-offs, made #1 seed.
Dropping 8, 7-10. Wood sticking around. On the spare. Left side, 3 again. Hodge. Spare 3, 9. Spare 3, 35 through 3 the hard way.
All right, so Shattuck's got the same number of bonus pins with 1 less mark.
Look at this. Just ran out of bounds. Tricky dribbled. Couldn't get to the 10. And wrong side for Hodge. It's a 5 standing with a 9 behind the 3.
Shattuck didn't play the right wood there. We'll see where it goes here, but it's very unlikely it would have gone all the way across.
He'll take a 10 and 46 through 4. Hodge big out. Big all 5 for a 10. A strange string for him. 45 through 4 with 2 spares.
Very significant now. Could have punched, say, through the 3-9 and lost half a mark.
Wendy Fraser in Glace Bay, Nova Scotia, Canada. Jim Lazinski always following us. Thank you. Leo Cormier. Is it Cormier? Karen Jeff cutting always from sunny, warm Florida. David Lester also from Florida. Michael Steves from Alberta, Calgary, Canada watching. Uncle H watching. Alosa parallel atomic, dark shadows plus the 7. Glen Gill, 7-10 post. Johns Phil 5, 25 through 2. Town tapped that wood over, got the 7 instead.
Would have to turn the wood as well if it were to work. Now he may go 6, 9, 10 for the out. 9s are fine on that third ball.
A lot of wood in the deck here for Gill. Can he get it over? He does! 29 of the ball through 3 for Academy 3. Alosa sweeps 3 of the 4 for a 9. 34 through 3 for Ryan Millis on the road. A close one so far.
See where Gill ends up on this one. Ends up on the right side. It's actually backwood that caroms across for it.
1 pin lead for Academy 3, but down 2 spares to 1. It was 4-0 for a while.
There's an old trivia chestnut Steve Poulin proving. No oil on the lanes. No ball cores, no mercy in this game. It's Candlepin Bowling. Who needs a big ball if you can aim, right?
Alosa on lane 2. Sends it left for 6, maybe 7. 9 goes down. Wood circles the 1 and the 3. 7 left. Gill slipping right, still going. 1 wobbling 4-7 on the spare. 36 through 3.
Looks like favorable wood for Alosa if he doesn't turn it too much.
Here it goes, spare.
Yep.
4-4-4, 44 and a ball through 4 for Alosa.
I don't get it.
Gill in between. There was a play in his name, that's why.
Oh.
It's almost spelt the same way with S with an H, so it's kind of a play on word. That's how I did it. He likes it.
I had no idea.
Now you know the rest. Paul Harvey, now you know the rest of the story. Good day. Bill's like, who are you talking about, Paul?
Glen Gill, 45 through 4, about bang on his average.
Any Paul Harvey fans out there? He was from Chicago originally. Had that really weird voice.
Aaron, nice to see you.
Aaron Thomas, where are you from? Stephen Krause, hello.
I think I might have an idea.
Shaun have 2 perfect, spread eagle.
Either that or I'm completely wrong.
That's a spare, 22 through 2. Powerball 9 for Poulin. What a strike in the first, slow motion strike.
Poulin south of 300 last week, definitely wants redemption.
Shaun a 5 with a 6 with wood.
Would not have been bonus money for our promotion because there was wood on the plate. Darn near helped the shot though.
Poulin for a spare, no good, hit the wood in the channel. Must hit contact with the pin first before the wood. Billy Shiner a 10. Poulin 9, 37, Billy 31 through 3. Anchor's up next. Greg with the update after that. Always a treat to work with Classy and the genius, Greg Gouillart.
I thought that was you. I'll let him know. Alex Patton, nice to see you. We're doing well. Hope you are yourself.
Shiner 4-2 washout. Here is Steve Poulin. Great friendly bowlers. Brother Dave, a very good bowler. Mike, nominated by Gary Duffett for the Hall of Fame class in 2027. Must be nominated, by the way, by February 28th, 2027. To be inducted, be considered to be inducted that year. Oh, look at that. Good try. Shaun denied by the 10.
Nearly another bounce back spare. Candlepin.org for the official website of the International Candlepin Bowling Association.
The biggest Candlepin house in the world is Academy Lanes, Pub 125, Haverhill, Mass. Pub 125 started day 1 of the Mixed Worlds in 2022. Family owned since 1963. Ernie, Ted, and Josh in the wings waiting. Shaun era 10, 42 half, rather 42 through 4 make it, and 2 better.
Well, too bad. It reduced the place to only 44 lanes.
From 48. 3 different rooms. And the home of the World Tournament this November, and the Mixed Worlds this June.
Alex Patton out of Metro Bowl, another center that did that with their restaurant a longer time ago.
Demetri in the pocket, 2 spares to start, 8 again. 8 this time, rather with the spare 6 starts to make it 34 through 2.
Bro looks like he's going to throw it right in the gutter the way he approaches.
This for 3 in a row to start the match for the young gun. Demetri connects. 44 on the ball through 3. You mentioned he's a 649. The Candlepins for Cancer open scratch. Any singles, men and women roll-offs of boat walls. Rounds 5 and 6 tomorrow, 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. Walk-ins are allowed, unlimited shifts as well. We prefer you register at Candlepins number 4, cancer.com. Nardone 8, 27, going the wrong direction, 10, 9, 8, 27 through 3.
Yeah, you know, RSVP's appreciated and all that. Millis had a good track record until, of course, they slammed into Central 3 and went 0-8. Academy 3 also 0-8 in their last match against Lafayette. So both teams looking to get some points here. Remember, 2 points for each string 1.
That one gets right. Demetri slips 5, 9 behind the 3, 1, 3, 6, 10 in front. Spare 6, spare 8, spare 5, 49 through 3 in the first of 3. Triangle opportunity with 3 pieces of wood. 4, 7, 8 for the middle pin, the object. To plow through that wood. We got Jeff Walsh, the Bulldozer of Academy 1, we're going to see next week. He can go and throw that shot. Demetri, 2 full in the head pin. His streak starts at 3. Nardone gets it to go. Spare. 37 the ball through 4.
Tightens this matchup. Millis had a 3-mark advantage.
Demetri, 9, only pin on the deck, 58 through 4 on your home for all things Candlepin Bowling. Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Update time from Greg Gouillart.
Here it is, 232 to 219. It's actually 220 perhaps. I'll take a look at the scores, see what went awry there, but it's 2 marks to 3 for Academy 3, in fact. So Academy 3 had 1 more mark in that last pair of boxes. So they've tightened up the match quite a bit here. Let's see what happens next.
Alex Pett, the number 5 seed, Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour Class DLC with the coach, Lane Britton, the 7 seed, later this month.
It was interesting. Millis was up 4 marks to none in that second box. Last time we checked it, now it's a bit more even.
Alex, do you come to Academy Lanes, by the way? I need help next Friday nights. Greg's not available. We've got Lafayette Lanes and Academy 1 here Friday night next week. Oh, tough shot there for Scott Lapierre.
Gap first.
Kevin Dietrich in the ocean.
Surely Lapierre was aware of the hazard there, but of course it deflects the ball away, and that leaves the 9-pin stranded.
All 3 Academy teams, 1, 2, and 3 here tonight at home. We'll get 3 updates for you now. Half the field updated tonight, all at once. Scott at 9, 55 half, making a 10, 56 half. Dietrich an 8.
Watch the ball here.
Hawaii 5-0. Book him down.
And away it goes past the 9-pin.
Maryland, thank you for watching. Hanover, New Hampshire. Scott Lapierre pounds the pocket, but only gets 6. 6 in the right, 2, 4, 7 left. Dietrich, 1, 3, 7, 10. Will try to cut between the 1 and the 3.
Gill a 10 box in the 4th, 46 through 4. That's the score correction. Yellow bricks in the center column indicate headpin hits, and red bricks indicate headpin splits the way I do it. That's not standard Candlepin notation.
Oh, Scott thought he had it. That was close. 2 in the 6. 2 left, 6 right. Dietrich's nothing there in that second ball. Trying to get at least 2. Scott takes a 9. 65 through 6 in the first of 3. Dietrich a 7. 57 through 6 despite the strike, 8 in the second, 3 in the bar, 10 per mark. Box.
I mean, these teams' averages are so similar. Remember, house effects may be a thing here, although they both bowl at fairly quick houses, both of them, as in the pin action moves lively. Millis 563, Academy 350, 562 and a half, pretty close averages on paper. We'll see if that turns into a close match tonight.
Scott Herbert, always a pleasure. Thank you always for the kind words year in, year out. It means a lot. Take a lot of grief doing this, but we appreciate your kind words. I don't understand it, but I love your commentary that you always give us. Thank you very much for your kind comments. 4-2 washout for Dave Hodge-Mallahan. Good bid. He's around the 4-7. Shaun Shattuck, 9 of the 10, missed the wood he wanted to hit. 46-4 coming in. Hodge one behind.
Yeah, a lot of caps to stumble on, much the same way that Lapierre missed his try.
Lower cap 9, 54 half. Not there for Shattuck at 8, 54 half. His cousin Brittany Shattuck, a very good bowler at Butwell's Bowling Center in Concord, New Hampshire.
Cap is, of course, Gen Z slang or thereabouts for deception or a lie, actually. But boy, is that wood deceptive.
I think you meant capital luck, like yelling at you.
Something like that.
Hodgie going right for 6. Make it 7. Shattuck for a strike. Not quite to the 9. Wood to help.
We got to try and shamelessly appropriate more Gen Z slang since 6-7 is retired.
Thank goodness, 7-6.
The numbers are still in the correct order, though.
Unless you're doing the American Top 40, it's Shattuck is fair. 64 in a ball through 6. Casey Case, American Top 40, didn't go 1-40. He went 40-1. So it's 7-6. I'm Casey Kasem. This is American Top 40. Here's Paul Davis with the number 12 song.
So Hodge
crazy.
So Hodge on a headpin drought here, but apart from Shattuck getting that spare, they're on the same score in the second spot.
Hodge 64, Shattuck plus the extra hit. A great match so far. 7-pin lead for Millis. The touchdown plus the extra point converted. 2 spares to 1 in the favor also. Here's Glen Gill going left for 7. The Augusta Main special broken up as the 10 falls down. John Alosa with the 5 standing. Same spot for a spare.
Massive fill.
9 fill. 53-4. A spare 5 in the second also.
Giving Millis a comfy lead again.
Gill chance. He got it! Second spare the last 3. 56 plus 1. Alosa just a bit outside.
And again, 1 and 7. This time, Glen Gill getting it for Academy 3 after a couple of Millis bowlers had made the shot.
And that, my friends, is a Paul Grant special. Missed the second, make the third. Not a good time for that, John. Put a buck in. We can almost cancel bucket. Someone doing that. You know who you are. Thank you very much. It's optional. 63-5.
Ergo charity, not extortion.
Gill on the left side takes the 4-7-8. 3 is the fill. 59-5. Alosa goes right for 5. 9 and back in front. The 1-2-4-7. Gill chops out the 2. He's got a 6-pack. Check his ID. They check him out at Pub 125 here at Academy Lanes. Alosa, good bid. It goes. Spares in the second, 4th and 6th. The even boxes. That's odd. 73 in the ball through 6. Gill at 8, 67-6 on Candlepin Bowling Network.
You're on Facebook and YouTube. Please hit the like button if you're logged in by hitting that thumbs up button on whatever video. If you're on TV, that's probably difficult. I don't know, click the button and hit the thumbs up button, or wait for a better time, I guess. The action's too good. But the sooner you can, the better.
YouTube's higher definition, though. Poulin trying to steal a strike, almost. 1 of the 7, hang in there. Billy Shiner Sr., 42. Steve, 46 coming in, not on marks. Millis, the 15-pin lead early on.
Poulin with a 115 average. The week before he had the 295. He had a 396. Where will he land now?
Oh, that was close. He stole this one, too. Wow, the face says it all. He makes funny faces. He's a character. He'll take the stolen spare, 56 half. Throw the flag, illegal block in the back. Shiner an 8. 50 half. Imagine if you had walked 5 yards back and you had to start in the rug back here.
Here it is again.
They should throw the flag.
Oh, and the ball never actually makes it there. Hey, Wakefield Bowler Drum itself, shouting out to Kevin Dietrich.
Poulin goes left for 7. 1-3 in the 7 on the lucky spare. 63 solid half. Shiner pounds the pocket. He has the 2. The 4 decides to go. The 2 wiggles. Wood in front. 10 wobbling to the right. Poulin Wood behind the 1-3. He hit it barely. Oh! And will this go? No.
Goodness, that touched them all.
Shiner found the bunny hole.
If he played further left, it probably would have just driven all the action straight back. Good
Steve
bid.
at 10, 73 through 6 in the first. Shaun at same spot for an 8, just 58 through 6. The spare 4 in the second. It's a frustrated look at that one.
I want to make sure on your pins there. Playing on the left side of the pin might have been an easier route to 9, but still.
Millis lead has dwindled to 4. They do have 2 spares to 1 in their favor right now as we get to the final round of boxes 5 and 6 in the first of 3. 2 points a win per string, 1 for a tie, 2 for total. In week 26 to 35, the playoffs, Ryan's team here in the purple shirts at their home house, Saturday, May 16th, starting at 10 a.m. If there's a tie, that'll be 9 o'clock start.
Oh,
Demetri
yes.
strike! Hard fire, 68 half plus 2. His brother on Sunday threw a 158 first string, and Alex it was, and he, or Dino, one of those two, I'm drawing a blank, got a 158 and only got a 589 after that. To get number 2 in the against the roll-offs.
Dellas with a possible 70 half here. Likely even.
Meanwhile, Nardone 8.52 after the spare 7, 4.44, 44 through 4.
Poulin has gotten his 63 half. He is off to a great start here, but Millis' powerhouse on fire.
Nardone put that 3 down, 6-10 right, 4-8 left. Try to spin it over. Here's Demetri Dellas. Double strike possibly. 2 far right, another 6-pack. He could pass for a team. Check his ID. What a great attitude this guy has. Nardone, good try, won't carry. Second ball on the strike for the red-hot Demetri Dellas, 24 years young, a young 24-year-older. Good bid, and been hit for 3 pin left up, 247, 7 to fill, 75 half.
Nardone with a 112 average, but had a 359 last week, so he's the hot hand.
10.62 through 6. Top of the order. Next update from Greg after this ball from Demetri Dellas.
Ergo, why he's here at the bottom of the order.
Dellas. Object pin again for an 8.
Brutal.
How about 83 through 6 in the first of 3 strings on the Friday Night Pro League Game of the Week on Candlepin Bowling Network. Time for an update from Greg.
4 pins plus 2 marks for Millis out of Ryan Family Amusements, one of their several locations. There's always arcades, there's often bowling. 335 to 331, 3 marks to 2 for Millis. So they've grown their lead actually, even though the pinfall we see it has shrunk to 4. They actually have 2 marks on top of that. So their advantage is actually higher.
Kevin Dietrich on lane 2. Bowls at Wakefield Bowlodrome. Gary Senior Downs watching, giving us 2 thumbs up. Thank you very much. Wakefield Bowlodrome, thanks for the kind words.
We're just a couple of holdovers, but appreciate it.
Right side 6 for Scott Lapierre for Academy 3. 1, 2, 4, 10. Dietrich got the pocket, gets everything but number 7. Good second ball, making something out of nothing.
Maybe they've had a couple movies filmed at Wakefield, but have you gotten Ed Sheeran like Cape Ann Lanes did?
Kevin used the wood for a 10. 67 through 7 for leadoff bowler. Scott 4 on the 10, trying to get at least 1. And does for a 9. 74 through 7. Mark situation, 2-0 for Millis on the road. They lead right now, 345, 340. A handful of leaders. Faye Sawyer is in the house. We'll see Toronto at Butwell's roll-offs. Go, ladies, go.
She rolls with me.
Dietrich takes 9, a good chance, staring at the 4 in lane 2. Back to 1. Lapierre sends it right, steals 9, Julian strike, wow! Head pin the last to fall. Dave Julian made a living in the Worlds in the 80s. And that nickname stuck up there, the Julian strike, the late great Dave Julian. 7's a wild, 7-7. Well, Dietrich got a spare, right?
Yes, he
So
did.
77 in the ball through 8.
Amid all the hullabaloo of this, but he did cover his single pin as we see the 2 tip into the 1. Thank you.
And Scott Lake with his strike, 84 plus 2 through 8 in a tight string. These teams going back and up and down like a yo-yo in the standings. Shaun Shattuck, 9 hiding behind the 3. 1, 3 in front, 10 in the timeout corner. The fill is 6, 70 through 6. Cheryl Neal in the house. Shattuck missed number 1. Owner of BrightCleanWindows.com. Good try, Hodgie. Oh, so close.
Again, it's that second ball that's been highly effective.
I threw a ball at PT today.
Shattuck at 10.
Good for you.
80 through 7. Hodgie in 9. 73 through 7. A unique sport like nothing else. Nothing like the great game of Candlepin Bowling. It's unbelievable. Anybody can bowl at any age, whether it's here at Academy Lanes, Wakefield Bowlodrome, Big 20 in Scarborough, Maine, wherever. Candlepin Bowling, rollaway lanes, wear masks. Check it out. Nothing like it.
Accessible and challenging.
Spinning head pin hit from behind, so not a head pin hit officially. 7-8 split with a wiggle in the 8 with a bunch of wood on the deck. Hodgie, 7-10 gold post, seen these 3 times today. Bowling at Wakefield Bowlodrome, Wakefield, Mass. The Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour Class B. Shattuck got it to go. Finally, it's fair. 90 the ball through 8. Hodgie. Oh, wow! What a shot for a spare! Nico highlight reel. A dandy 83 and a ball through 8. They've got 2 marks on the board for the first 2 bowlers.
Here we are. That ball's going to trampoline off back there. I think it hits curtain and the right cushion to take it all out.
What a great first string. Millis up by a dozen, 381, 369. They've got 3 marks to 2, 3 spares to 1 spare, 1 strike. John Alosa on the spare, just 3, maybe 4, maybe 5, maybe 6. How about 10? 79 through 6, a mini break. Glen Gill, 1, 7, 8, 10.
No supporting cast behind that head pin's going to make it tricky.
Alosa on the spare. Yes! Back-to-back, 4 on the string. 89 the ball through 7. Gill denied. And Millis adds next to mark in their column. 3-2 in their favor still.
18 pins plus a mark in effect.
Glen bouncy balls right for an 8, 75 through 7.
It's the 10-pin falling forward that has me curious. Like, did the ball trampoline back there? Or a piece of wood comes and stinks it from behind? Interesting.
John's highest single, 116 for a whole year, 115 this year at Butwell's Bowling Center in Concord, New Hampshire, 24 wooden lanes. Great ornament, Andy Dellas. His 3 sons, Demetri, Dino, and Alex, bowl there also. Demetri won the Better Brother Butwell's Bowl, July 6th. Love to have Greg do number 2 with us this year sometime. Alosa going left on the crossover. First strike, maybe. Let's see, it's 9. 6-10 go down. The 3 holds his ground with wood in front to help for another one for 3 in a row. 98 already in 7 boxes. For another spare. He got it. 108, the ball through 8. Gill in between the pipes. The 10 goes down, but leaves up the main pin, number 1.
Now we're starting to see a few explosive bowlers here. Poulin's the best one on Academy 3 right now, but now a couple of Millis bowlers really going above their weight.
Glen off course for a 9, 84 through 8. Millis making a mini run. Their lead increases all of a sudden from single digits, or 12 a moment ago, to 30, just like that.
And that is official, yes.
And they got an extra hit still on the board. 3 spares to 1 spare, 1 strike.
Substitutes don't wear the same colored shirt. Billy Shiner Sr. wearing the Harry's All-Stars shirt. That's the team in honor of Harry Reno.
Hall of Famer Harry Reno and Steve Reno Sr., the 2023 class of Hall of Famer Al Johnson, Bob Wickham, Tim Matero, and others. Joey Marzano.
Steve accepting it for Harry. What a moment.
Oh, wow, what a shot for a spare. Second spare for Billy Shiner Sr. Matching spare for Poulin, the easy one. 83 for him, 68 for Shiner Sr. Great first string, Greg. A lot of electricity here.
And still a possibility for all the Millis bowlers to again sit on marks here. 30 pins. So yeah, it's the story of Alosa and it's the story of Dellas right now. Shattuck not doing half bad either. Actually, Shiner could even pass him.
Shiner unloads, slides the violent ball out of bounds. 2-4, 7-10, 16 blocks, 74 through 7. Poulin first strike, it goes! Second strike of the first. Big Phil on the spare, 93 through 7, 103 plus 2 in the 8th. Academy 3 trying to claw back for the first 2 points.
They've got the strike ball working. It's 4 strikes to 2 for Academy 3 in this string.
Billy nails it for a 10, 84 through 8 in the first of 3. What a battle so far. Next week, maybe going solo. Academy 1 hosting Lapierre out of Riverwalk Lanes, Amesbury, Mass. 7:30 live on YouTube on Candlepin Bowling Network. Calling Alex Patton or Steve Kelly. If you can help out, that'd be great. If not, going solo. Demetri Dellas, a solid 83 start.
Demetri Dellas with 4 400s this year. Only Dave Godwin's 5 is higher in the league.
Back in the pocket, look at this one. A little bit than we thought. Oh, break, the 4-7 collapse. Mike Nardone, triangle right, 3 is the middle pin, 5 wobbles left, 6 to the right. 45% the going conversion rate for Class A bowls without wood. All stats by Candlepin Bowling Network. And Demetri, a break as the Haverhill line went behind, knocked another pin down.
There is a commuter rail line that runs back there.
On time for a change.
Transit should run frequently enough that you don't have to check a schedule, but this will suffice. Sorry, I'm half European.
Dellas. Oh, that was so close. You could feel a breeze back in that one. He can't believe he missed it. A sarcastic smile. Usually very stoic in the lanes. Wow, how close can you get to that one without hitting it? And it's not there for a 9. 92 through 7. Nardone a 9. 71 through 7.
Guess he didn't want to hear the catchphrase.
Didn't want to pay the dollar. Put a bucket anyway. He did it. He tanked it.
So, by the way, rolling wood, maybe it came off the plate edge, suddenly stung the 10, and that's why Dellas suddenly created that break there in the first place.
Oh, I know Aaron Tom. Okay, now I got it. I'm running like Aaron. Hope you're feeling better, Aaron, by the way.
Ding.
It took a moment to develop. I'm in a different time zone. There was talk of Massachusetts changing daylight savings time to Atlantic time, by the way.
As long as they pick one. I think Eastern time is still optimal, or we could go in the half hour. Like Newfoundland.
Yeah, Newfoundland, half hours. Demetri, that won't go. Frustrated that didn't happen.
As long as the kids can walk safely to school.
Now, don't have 4-2 split. Try to go 2 into 4. Less into more. Got less, not more. We'll try to get 4 more here. 2-4-7 with the 8 hiding behind the 2. Demetri, a 10. How about 102 through 8? And down the heart of the 2-8 is Nardone for an 8. Just 79 through 8 on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube in high definition.
461 to 433, 28 pins. That was 4 marks for Millis and 4 marks for Academy 3. But interestingly, 28 pins now the margin for Millis in that last one. They only lost 1 pin in that last pair of boxes. It was 1-9, 4 10s, and 5 spares did Millis have. So despite the fact that Academy 3 is now hanging 2 strikes, and that is a couple of lottery tickets in effect, we do love our lotteries in Massachusetts, Millis with the big advantage.
Scott's in a strike, Kevin's in a spare. Scott first, triangle left, 2 middle, 4 left, 5 right, to the object pin. 7 the first ball on the strike. Kevin Dietrich, a spread eagle. Youch, 4. 81 through 8. Good news for Academy 3. Trying to fight back.
Massive break. Strike spare would be a great turning point.
Lapierre another big 20. Off the wall. No. Thought he had it.
Too light.
9 the strike, though. 93 through 8.
Say the pins. I am not taking the pins side on this one. That's just their opinion. I'm just reporting it.
Scott a 9. 102 through 9. Dietrich playing bouncy ball for a 10. Legal didn't go over the lob line. Bounced before, which years ago was a lob. Not anymore. He'll take the 10.
Sorry, Charlie Jutrist.
91 through 9.
I want to be honest and frank with you folks. I do want to give my honest opinions whenever possible. If I gave my totally honest opinion about the pins, it would violate our anti-profanity policy.
Beep. Scott Lapierre in the pocket, slides the violent bow between the 2 and the 4. 6-10 to the right. Dietrich takes 8. 5 middle pin, the king. For the ladies, it's the queen. There's a king, there's a queen. Or as Greg would say, there's a king, there's a queen. Making fun of me. Whee! There goes the 8.
I actually was just saying that at random. I didn't see the 8 pin about to go. Again, a late faller, just like Dellas had earlier.
Lapierre trying to send it over. What a try. Here comes the other wood. It slides away. And Dietrich connects.
Batting the lead.
101 on the ball in the 10th on the spare. Scott outside for an 8. Disappointing start, 110, opening string. Scott side single, 207.
As caught on video. John Cafalas caught that one.
I said saw John the Vidro get a lemon drop. Extra lanes leading Academy through 8 completed boxes.
Mix.
A decent lead over Academy 2.
Mix. Only in Millis. He's got an 8 fill.
So Kevin, nice finish for him. What's his total there? 109.
Mm-hmm.
All right, more importantly, opens to a 34-pin lead and 2 marks for each side still. So
Why
Academy
is-
3 has to put the hurt on right now on the pins.
Why is there a 10th frame reset animation in Candlepin? Please advise.
8 box to go. Academy 2 trails 519 to 467 over number 3 seed Extra Lanes. Haji left side, only 6. Make it 7. 1, 3, 8 and back. 2 pieces to help. 1, 3, 7, 8. For Shaun Shattuck on the spare. 97 through 8 for Ryan Zamillis. Spare! Haji delivers. 100 the ball back to back of the 9th.
Needed mark for the home team.
Shaq did not get that pin to go for the spare. Shattuck at 9. 5 of the Century Club. 7 box to go. Greg Gouillart will call the entire second string.
138.
No cheesy garlic bread tonight for you?
No, thank you. My cholesterol is adequate. I'll keep it that way. But gosh, do I love it. I love Pub 125 food so much.
I'm looking at
Get it,
pretzels.
get it with the chicken on top. That's the best.
Haji slips right for 6. On the spare, 106 to 9. Shattuck crosses over. 7 left, 6 right. 7-6. No wood, no luck. 7-6. The other way's dumb. It is.
Yes, let the brain rot consume you. Steve Poulin does the things. He did the meme.
I got discontinued. Shattuck, good effort. Hodge, no go either. They will try to get to 116. Shaun will try to get to 115. Hodge gets the short. Well, try to go the short 2. Got 1 for 8. Opens up with a 114 first. Shattuck at 9. Ditto.
Tactically correct from Haji, of course. And there's Poulin doing it. Hold on. Da-da. The most important replay, of course.
6 box to go. Is there a path here, Greg, for Academy 3?
Yes, of course. 28 pins in 6 boxes is surmountable, but it will require quite a few marks now for Academy 3.
Glen Gill rolling 7. Now the 9 slides towards the 5.
Finally, we could see them all.
1-3 in front. John Aloha Alosa, good string. 6 middle, 9 left, 10 right on the spare, 3 in a row. This one is a fill of 7. 115 through 8.
Thought it was off angle enough on the...
Glen Gill connects.
That's a 10 box there. Second ball coming up now for Alosa.
94 through 9. John got it, 4 in a row. What a string he's having. 125 in the ball in the 9th. A very underrated bowler. Won the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour Class B Championship a couple years ago. Now in Class A North.
Gill's been a bowler a long time. He understands you don't always have to go ball for ball. Bowler for bowler is appreciated, though.
Gill 2 in the 7. Alosa on the spare 6. 131 through 9. Gill baby split 2 in the 7. Got to get this one. No, in between the pipes.
Aaron Thomas, chemo treatment number 7 today. Feeling good so far. Fingers crossed, more better days than bad ones, so pretty good considering.
John stops the streak.
Hopefully you're in good spirits as well, Aaron, and great to hear.
That's what Candlepins for Cancer is all about, helping families like Aaron going through cancer treatments. Please go to Candlepins number 4, cancer.com. Help a bowler in need. Candlepins number 4, cancer.com. Donate your local bowling center buckets or wherever I stream live. Or get a shirt for $10 to go to the charity. Gill ends up with an 8, 102 start. And how about John Aloha Alosa 9? How about 140 on the board? 140, wow. Looked like Demetri Dellas is going to go north of 140 the way he started off, maybe 150.
A string higher than Justin Waters' league leading average, which I think is 125.
Averages based on away average. Steve Poulin on a strike for the second time after a spare.
Smack. That's going to put Aaron in a bad mood. 3-2 split.
Good bid, he got it. Huge shot, big 20. Second one in the row, 113 through 8, 123 in the ball on the 9. Shaun 113 through 8, 123 in the ball on the 9. Shaun, what a shot for a spare on the 3-2 split.
Well, I'd take that
ball.
back. Take a look here at both great shots. Poulin taking with the ball as opposed to Gill taking it with the pins in his case. And then Shiner Sr., yoink. Oh, it's Wood that takes the 6-10.
Yes. 123 in the ball for Poulin. Head pin hit, 7, 130 through 9. 4 left, 6-10 right. Shaun rock and rolls. He gets 7. Wood bounces between the 2 and the 5. Like the game of operation, the buzzer did not go off. 7 fill, 101 through 9. Strong finish after a tough start.
Canonically, I wonder if the patient is a clown.
Oh, wow, what a shot for Poulin. 140 in the ball in the 10th. He's got a bunch going on. It's 4 in a row.
32 pins might be too much to surmount at this point, but closing the margin in the match is very important.
Billy grabs one for an 8, 109 opening string, and Poulin can get to 150 with a third big 20 in 4 boxes.
Oh, he's ready to fire, excuse me.
It's a good ball. He got them all. Bombs away, baby. 3 strikes to the first. Wow, 150.
That's a market improvement. He had a 110 in that last string from last week. One more look at the spare that led up to the 20 box. Spinning Wood to take out the 4.
Wow, what a finish. Like father, like son. Mike Nardone wrap of the first with Demetri Dellas. Greg will call the entire second string. Nardone trying to get closer in total. 1-7-10 Augusta Main leave. Great name for a bowling, so a lousy leave. Hello, Mark and Smith the carry. Done wonders up there the last 3 or so years since taking over. Demetri with the wood. Oh, close to the 6. Nardone picks up the head pin for an 8, just 87 through 9. Millis has the first 2 points. Dellas in the ocean for 9, 1-1-1 through 9 after a 75 half. Cooling off the last 4. The 120 league bowler, 20 pins higher since 3 years ago when I first met him. What a story he's been. He's got a great attitude.
Strike where it's mathematical. Nardone's got 1.
97 plus 2 in the 10th. Demetri only 4. Brent Berger, hello from Canada watching.
10 box to shut this out, though, of course. And Nardone needs a double strike in any event, so we're talking about the Miracle Zone.
Oh, what a shot for Dellas for a spare.
That's it. That's mathematical.
121 in the ball in the 10th, the dagger in the first.
Millis will take the first 2 points for string number 1.
So much for cooling off. That was a red-hot shot.
Well,
no,
Nardone.
don't. All right, go ahead, Greg.
Heating up at the end there for sure.
Are you
That'll be interesting to watch in the next string.
Are you a double strike shot anyway?
Well, I'll still do that.
Dellas 6, 127 first string. All right, Greg, you finish up this call with Mike.
7 pins, 3 to go, so still for count here. Demetri Dellas 127. And there's an 18 box for Nardone, I should say, 105. So Millis 600 on the dot to the 581. If I have all these correct, but it looks as though 109, 114 it ended up being for Shaun Shattuck on the end there.
Yeah, they fixed that after. Yeah.
599 to 581 is official now, and that's 2 points.
18 pin win, a very great first string. Ryan Zemillis on the road takes 2 points. And Pinwood Lafayette does. They'll be in 8th place, maybe 7th tonight if it's all said and done, if they can win outright. 1 down, 2 to go.
String 2 underway right now. Here's Lapierre with the 2, 4, and 9.
Here's Greg Gouillart at the play-by-play.
And the Excel sheet calibration as well. I got this. 1 second. There we go. Okay. Wood is available there, and it shoots behind the 9. Dietrich takes 10 to start it off. have more interesting commentary in just a moment as soon as I get less distracted.
Academy 2 is down big to an extra. In the last 2 blocks, they've cut it down, and they may win it, actually. Wow. They're going crazy on the stretch. They were down 20, 30, 40 pins not too long ago. They lead right now, I believe. Let's see.
We see all the Academy teams in action on lanes 1 through 6, including this one, 1-2, Academy 3's home. 1, 3, and 6. Kevin Dietrich a 108 average this year. Well, right on average there in that last string. Lapierre check mark left.
So Academy 2 is down big late in that first string. They came back to win it over Exeter, 611 to 606. Wow. 5-pin loss for Exeter. Wow. I mean, with 8 blocks to go, they were down 20, 30 pins, I thought. Unless I saw it wrong. Wow, what a comeback for them.
Trying to squint up, I can only go by the first initial here, but 9 blocks for Dietrich on our featured match here, and a 10 for Lapierre, taking the pin right back.
In the Academy 1 Metro, they're tied for second and third with extra lanes. They're tied. They're knotted up. 8 pins separate them going to the final blocks. 9 pins.
Good to see you, Scott, in Central Florida. Uncle H, nice to see you. Interesting anecdotes about Mike Poulin you shared earlier in chat. Thank you very much for those.
We'll get scores of the other 2 matches while we hit tonight for all 3 teams.
Pinning was basically even in that last one. Marks 20 to 16 for Millis. That was the most significant difference there, even though Academy 3 was filling their marks better by and large. Head pin Hodgie, 5, 8, and 9. That's Hodge, but we call him Hodgie. Dave Hodge-Mallahan, a name he took later on in life. 1, 3, 7. Oop! It's a little tickle on it. 5, 8, and 9. Just the 8 and 9.
Justin Scally got a 141 for Academy 1 lead-up bowl, the captain.
He likes his roller coasters. I tell you, he's got the league's highest triple.
And they took the first string, I believe. I'll check the math and check the totals in just a moment.
So bad news for Academy 3, who is at the bottom of the standings coming in. Shattuck waiting for Rolling Wood. Wood had apparently stopped moving, then it moved again. That's no problem legally. And an 8 and a 9 box. Let's have another look at the standings, folks. I'll show you what I mean here. So, again, Millis with the first 2 points. So going in now, we have no idea what Central 1's doing at the moment, but if they lost that first string, then Millis gets on the correct side of the playoff line. Head pin hits high for Shattuck, 4 and 1 split. Academy 3, meanwhile, in dismay as they see Academy 1 grow the gap on them, and now they are 6 points ahead. Again, the standings are based on points. That's what the wins and losses column actually signify. Spare try Shattuck. Splits around the 4 and 5. Head pin dances off the wall into the 8 pin. A slight earthquake occurs, but not a real one. We're in Massachusetts.
Glen!
That's Nick Cephaloto's voice. You learn to identify it pretty quickly. Congratulations on the rare Dragonite card he recently pulled from a Pokemon pack. Kevin Dietrich, an avid sports card collector in his own right.
Oh, Greg, correction. Academy 2 did have that lead, not Exeter. Academy did have that lead late. They hung on to win it 6-13 to 604. The fifth seed beat the number tie for 2 seed, extra lanes. 6-13, 604. Eric Pelletier had a 128. Dave Barber, 139. Academy 2 was led by 130 for Sean Baker, filling in for the injured Jimbo Ayotte, out for the year. Dave Goblin, 127. Joe Smith, the 127. Austin Barnes, a 122. 2-0 for Academy 2 over Exeter.
4-pin leaves for each of these bowlers off the head pin. No marks in the first 4 boxes. Millis with that 600, great momentum coming into, or 599 corrected. But great momentum coming into this all the same. I mentioned in the weeks prior we were actually going to cover Millis before it got snowed out. During the great snowstorm that's bumped the season to right before playoffs. So it'll be last week's action 1 day before the playoffs take place on that Saturday. after week 35. When is that, Gregory? Lost track of the date somehow. John Alosa, the 3 and the 7, with Wood in front there. Ball trampoline is possible here. He got it. It worked exactly as planned. Gill on the triangle, rang it around the 6 pin. So Alosa with the first mark of this string, the middle string. We're here at Academy Lanes in Haverhill, Massachusetts. So Academy 3 takes these lanes 1 and 2. Gasp and shock. They are against the wall.
Academy 1 beat Metro 595 to 575, a 20-pin lead after 1. 2 points done. Matt Susi actually got the 141. He's flip-flopped. Justin both seconds. So Matt Susi having a tough season. 141. Skelly at 96, actually. Steve, I can't pronounce his last name. Got a 110. The Bulldogs, Jeff Walsh, 131. Brian Ford Jr., 117. For Metro, Keith the Tsunami Beaupre, 132. Aaron Fontaine, the Fontaine Factor, 121. 2-0. Academy 1 over Metro.
Again, all based on those points. 6 pins for Shiner. Gets tripped on the wood, is going to spill a few, and this will not be a spare in any case. Poulin's got his, though. A 4-pin conversion for the man who just threw 150, and he's continuing where he left off after that 6 mark previous string. It's against an 8 box, and Academy 3 with the game. Wood helped simplify the 10 in this case, but Poulin still had to be accurate. A little bit of crosstalk between the bowlers. Shiner Sr. Head pin. Oh, good. The 4-pin got over. Poulin wayward on this one. I have no idea what that sound was. It was a big loud bang and everyone just suddenly stopped. Shiner single pin. Off the wood. No, didn't get it. I didn't hear what that was. A little loud bang noise. No idea. I thought someone threw it in the pin center. Shiner converts for the 10 box there. You may have heard me cross-talking with folks around me wondering what in the heck happened there, but no one's really quite sure. We just heard a loud bang and a commotion. That's a 10 boxer Poulin, by the way, with that wilting head pin. So 18 plays 24 in that comparison. It sounded like the sort of commotion where someone threw a ball into the pin setter or something, or the pin setter clattered pins out of nowhere, but who knows? I'll have to ask later. I don't think it was visible on our cameras. Over to Dellas, 127. Oh, hum, just another day in the office for him. He smashes these pins, and the 7 will not budge. 6-10. Nardone, a great way to respond if he can stay on the lane with this one. Basic rule of Candlepin, you must put your ball on the lane, not in the gutter. Single pin covered for Dellas. Nardone. Fair and a spare. Heating up here, so Nardone is picking up where he left off. That's back-to-back marks across strings.
How are you?
Doing well.
Eric, what was that noise over there? Did you hear what was going on with that noise? No, I couldn't. I didn't see it. No. Something happened. Yeah.
Dellas, spare fill. Head pin, crossover, leaves Kings. He's got a 6 fill on this one. And a 6 fill opposite, what do you know? All to do with the entry angle there. Hitting the pocket does help, even though a lot of bowlers will just simplify things and just hit the head pin as best as they can, come what may. One conversion not made by Dellas. Nardone. Triangle, that's off the wall. It's pushing Wood in front of the 10. Great bid. Nardone with probably a deft touch to his delivery there. I believe it was a former 10-pin delivery he had there, so he's modified it for Candlepin. A game where you need that little bit of extra power to power through the pins. as the ball weighs less than those annoying toothpicks at the other end. I'm having a look here. Are they keying in some scores, or is Poulin just leaning on the scoreboard there? 96-106, I believe. It's the official score here, so I'll have some score corrections to do in just a second. Lapierre 1-7. We've seen the sleeve go a million times, and now it's going to go at a much greater frequency. Dietrich's standard wood clearance. If you forget to do that, that is a foul, so well spotted. Head pin down the middle, spread eagle. He did that on a spare fill earlier. Dismayed with his fortunes. Lapierre just needs this head pin there. You'd think it's good. Little nervous deflection off the sidewall, but he's got it. Dietrich, that would have been bonus money. We're giving a little token of appreciation away to the bowlers, to anyone who can make a clean spread eagle for a spare. That is to say, no wood. Full rules we posted online on Candlepin Bowling Network at some point. He has an 8-box. And that should be it. 105-116, the official score. I was too high on one of the Academy 3 bowlers. 4 horsemen right side for Lapierre. Dietrich, great hit, 10-pin. So a 6 fill, about an average spare fill in this case, but look at that plank nestle right between the 1 and the 3. Lapierre a chance here. He's from Maine, Poulin from New Hampshire. They come from all over here to Haverhill, and the spare is made back to back. Dietrich converts the corner. 132-115. Remember, Millis has the extra mark to close that gap. On Shattuck, one of those diamonds in the rough we found out at Batwell's Concord, New Hampshire. Of course, Troy Fournier, the singles champion, out of there as well. That is at the men's world's singles competition, the same week as the team's competition. That ho-hum, the team out of Academy Lanes, won. And the team called Fenway Academy, Fenway Painters and Academy Lanes cross-sponsorship, came in second. Mallahan 2-4-10, just a 2-pin for Shattuck. Best chance at this one. See if Hodge can ramp this. He's off the cap instead. Careful about bumping the table, please. Single pin's gone. Shattuck converts, and again, Millis closing the gap. He would love to go 8-0 on this one. Really rocket their way up, because they've had a great trajectory the weeks before that 0-8 to Central 3. Of course, Academy 3 on a bit of a drought at the moment. They haven't had a lot to celebrate since Position Week, including a couple of encounters against Academy 1, where the teal team really had their number. Mallahan to the 3-pin, 4 pins down. Shattuck splats into the head pin, 3-1 split for a 6 fill. Fills are just about wavering around the 6-5 region. You'd expect it to be a little higher than that, maybe, but that's a nitpick. 139-131. Wood is there to help simplify it, but obviously Mallahan wanted to play on the head pin first. Shattuck, that's the idea. Almost found the angle to rip that 3-pin, maybe into the wood.
Or as I say, New England, idea.
Great idea. I've been from Massachusetts my whole life, but the accent is not there.
Let's pause 18.17 to 19 seconds for station ID from Greg Gouillart.
That's a highly irrational decimal. But you were watching Candlepin Bowling Network with a bunch of highly rational folks. Please watch us on Facebook and YouTube, and tell your friends as well. You can also please like the video by hitting the thumbs up button, just by clicking on that. Oh yeah, super chats earlier. If you want to go above and beyond, there's a $ button on YouTube. But just by watching, you are helping, and we thank you very much. Gill's found the 3-pin on this one. 1, 4, and 10 with a piece of wood that could do a lot of the work for him. 2-7. Wow, that just kept on going for Alosa and kept on filling the spare. So the biggest spare fill of the match so far, and this is gone to 1-4-10 for Gill. Somehow, some way. Also, Alosa just got an extra pin, so now a massive chance. He spares two. I had my head down. I did not see the 10-pin tip. We saw it with Dellas earlier, of course. Was it that rolling piece of wood, one wonders. Interesting ordering to that. Gill did not land on the head pin to take it, but it went all the same. Head pin, maybe a bit high on it, ends up with the 6-9-10. Into the 3-pin goes Alosa. 1, 2, 6, 10. 44. After 13 boxes, he's 54 over par. If you assume par is 10 a box, and going over is good in this game as opposed to the golf game a lot of these folks play. And it's that weather out. There you go. Glen Gill slightly over par in this case, 148 for the 14 boxes, and a 9-box for Alosa. So if he were to pin out now, he would have a 353 if he just got 10s running all the way. So that's one way to put it. In the case of Demetri Dellas, he could do a 331. But Alosa currently with the top score, headed for the top triple of anyone. Steve Poulin, on the 150 rather. Alosa had the highest one on Millis, I should have said. 9 pins, 4 and 10 willed for Shiner. That 7-pin is wiggling, no strike. Single pins for each in a 1-pin string. Poulin doesn't want to get tripped on this wood. He dodges it. Well played on the single pin. Pin perfect to the first 3. Has the left one standing. Shiner gets the mark in response. Could have had him and Gill side by side in a battle of the beers, but alas, we are denied. Shiner, of course, from central Massachusetts, near where Worcester Flatbread Company becomes the first center in a long time to finally grace the hometown of this wonderful game, Candlepin Bowling. The lanes are a bit short, but the charm is all there. 8 fill and a 7 fill for Shiner and Poulin. And great leaves as well. Makes me also miss Thunderbird Bowl. Wish I had the chance to bowl there, a site of many a TV show, including Bay State Bowling. Stealing Birdland's weather report for the theme song is always a good move. Probably one of the better Candlepin theme songs out there, considering they're basically all borrowed to some extent. Even the theme to Channel 5, as both spare tries get away here, were probably used elsewhere. In the case of Channel 5, it was the theme to the Dutch version of Wheel of Fortune. Rad van Fortuin, I think, if my Dutch accent isn't too shocking. 10 boxes. The theme to Big Shot Bowling came off the same album as the track to the Dutch version of Lingo, in fact, or Wordle, but the game show that preceded it, stuff like that. And on it could go. And the theme to Let's Go Bowling out of Western Massachusetts, I have no idea. But let's move on. Nardone, 4 pins. Dellas, 151 through the first 12. Rock gets that ball. I wonder if that speed is even going to light up on the speed gun overhead. Yep, it's too quick. It tops out at about in the high 30s or so. So Dellas is throwing it too fast for the speed gun to register his ball speed. Ponder that. Single pin. Got it. And Millis takes the lead. Ryan Family Amusements in Millis, Massachusetts. One of several locations, a lot of them along the Cape as well. I was mentioning Cape Ann Lanes, but that's not Orion's location, but several other Candlepin and 10-pin and arcade locations under that Ryan's umbrella. Hall of Fame ownership and a great family atmosphere, just like it is here where we are at Academy Lanes Haverhill. Nardone, whoops, that's just a 2 and 4. Don't see that one every day. Ball must have passed through a gap along the way. So Dellas to determine the lead. Gets the 5. Does the 7 go? Does the 10 go? They were all touched. You were hit. But he's got the corners full. Nardone now glances through. Maybe gets the 5 to tip if he's lucky. Neither piece of wood on lane 1 seems terribly appetizing for Dellas. Especially with his cross-lane ball. How in the world is he going to get a carom, say left or right? But if he plays the right wood, it's too deep, right? He'll try it anyway. Off the wall and spared. Well played by Demetri Dellas. 3 marks in 4. Don't play for the ball deflection. Play for a sidewall bounce. Excellent shooting, and another look at it before we get the score update. Just slam it off the wall. Wood gets out of the way before the 10 caroms across, and there you have it. 230 to 220 is the official score. 10 pins plus an extra mark. And Dellas has just put on the board. Can they take 8 points back? South of where we sit. Dietrich, just takes a 1 pin. We call that one the lemon drop. Thankfully, the Candlepins for Cancer donation jar is up and running. Lapierre, nice sleeve, 8 fill. Good bounce back ball spare. Dietrich from 1 to 10 in a flash. Throws a second ball hammer in effect. Lapierre 1 should take 2. Unless you play that one, or the wood takes it. Did not do it. The lemon drops what we call the 4 pin or the 6 pin on the first ball. Just that culture of dropping $1 in the Candlepins for Cancer bin in local bowling centers has really gone a long way. Several families helped. Candlepins for Cancer is all about a direct financial relief to their families. Just that those little checks make a big difference to them. Founded by Hall of Famer Al Johnson. And as another goal to promote the sport of Candlepin bowling as well, including by helping out our streams as well. They've made the broadcast technology that you see here possible as well. So many thanks for the opportunity to do that. And to be just another steward of this New England and Eastern Canada tradition. 4 horsemen and a 10 pin for Lapierre. He's on the head pin. Didn't get the 4 pin along for the ride. We'll diagnose what went wrong there. Wood spinning, not taking the 2 pin, so Dietrich has a 9 box. 2 marks back to par. Lapierre gets a 10 box, and with his 2 marks ends up on 73. The difference of Phil make, 9 pins of that determined by filling. We'll see why the 4 pin didn't go out in this particular case, though. The pin action rings around the 4, and the ball is long gone by that point. Shaun Shattuck. The 4 horsemen right side. 6 pins remaining for Hodgie. 3 head pin hits to this point, if I'm counting correctly. He might have had another one earlier. 4 horsemen's a pretty good break, all told. Goes about the average you would have for a spare in any given box, about 36% or so. 1 strike, 3 spares, averaging 9 on the other boxes. That's a pretty good, solid 120 string, we would estimate. Chance for Mallahan to gain a couple pins here. He does. 10 versus 8. We'll take a look here. Millis' lead is at 3 plus that extra spare, the blockbuster that Dellas put up. 21 pins. Remember, the standings for these teams what we're after here. Can Millis stay or get to the right side of the playoff line? By hitting that 599, they might have passed Central 1 just on the average, which remember was 0.09 different. 1, 3, 6, and 8 for Shattuck.
Who got the lemon drop, by the way?
That was Dietrich on the fill, I believe.
Ooh, $5.
That's right. You'd think I would know the rules by now. If you're 20 strings in Ware, Massachusetts, you'd think it would be drilled in me by now. A 10 box for Shattuck, 60 through 6.
Kevin got the memo.
And a 10 box, 55 through 6 for Mallahan. Good enough. John Alosa last week had a 364. That was tops for Millis in their valiant effort against Central 3. At a 126, a 132, and a 106 in that effort. Tonight he started with 140.
Kevin put $4 of his $5 for lemon drop. He's out of money, so he owes $1 later on.
Let it be known.
Hunt him down, hunt him down.
Half Worcester Gill. Alosa has wood in front to try and do something with this 5-7-10. He's on the red line of it, and it spins right back. Gill a drop at the line causes that early release and a carom off to the left. It's tougher here to see the bowler slides. It's much easier to see on lane number 2. But you see how getting it out just that little bit more gets that much more pin action and the nice escape to match the 9.
Candlepins Cancer open, scratch, any singles rolls continue tomorrow rounds 5 and 6 at Butwell's Bowling Center in Concord, New Hampshire, just after 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. Live coverage on YouTube, on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. The freight train Joey Lister headlines the 2 o'clock shift. Cliff Walker from Maine highlights the 11 o'clock shift.
We've got a shed load of stuff coming up this weekend. At the same time, the Candlepins for Cancer roll-offs. I'll be covering alongside Micah Imperato on I don't know if he's doing Candlepin Corner. That's Nico doubles on Sunday. But on Saturday, Candlepin Bowlers Association, the CBA, will be putting on a tournament similar to doubles knockout, except it'll be 80% handicap as well.
85 is it?
80% for that event on Saturday. So stay tuned to that here on Candlepin Bowling Network. That first ball is at 11 a.m. if memory serves. And then, 9 box aside, on Sunday, that's New England Knockout, an 85% handicap doubles tournament, a 3-way affair. So I don't know how in the world I'm going to keep score with this, but we're going to find a way, gosh darn it, and we will join you from Sunnyside Bowladrome in Danvers, Mass. for the first time in a long time.
Just after 4 p.m. It'll be on Candlepin Corner simulcasting with Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube if you get the stuff from Corey.
Right. Oh, yes, I'm actually set up. That's
okay.
A toggle switch.
Okay. So make sure you subscribe to Candlepin Corner on YouTube as well as Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube.
I could counter-program. I could put this on Candlepin Corner right now if I wanted, but they're already streaming their own Friday night action. Corey Alisi doubtless putting Academy 1 coverage up there.
We're just past the halfway point of the match here at Academy Lanes, Pub 125, Haverhill, Mass.
Shiner will take a 10 out of this. Poulin needs an out. Doesn't want to rip through this. He got just the head pin. So plus 4 pins to Millis. 7 pins plus a spare.
25 in the match. Won the first 599, 581. Paul Grant, Greg Gouillart live on the ESPN at Candlepin Bowling, Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. High definition, YouTube only. Like and share the video.
That's head pin. Shiner strike. 5 pin finally goes. You gotta do it.
Billy, where's the shirt?
Shiner Sr. all over the head pin, and it pays off big. That is an 8-9-10 with very interesting wood back there for Poulin. Can he find a place to hit them all? Seems like a lot of ways you're going to end up just taking 2.
Mike Sloan rooting for Haji. Mike Harnish, good to see you from Fort Myers, Florida. Best game of the planet, absolutely. Nothing like Candlepin Bowling for any age.
And he just took out the center pin. It looked as though the junction of one of those was going to be the place. And then you would hope one would spin back. As is a very frustrating 8 box.
He had 3 strikes in the first. 66 through 6, same thing for his counterpart.
309 to 299 apparently that'll be. I'll figure out a way to score check that. Could be my error, could be theirs, but it is official.
Who's the 2 pins are off? I can check with them.
No problem, I'll figure it out somehow.
So it's 309, 298 officially. 11-pin lead for Millis in the string.
Dellas tipping pins, gets 7. Nardone's similar action, but leaves a 7-pin for the same price.
That gives him a 29-pin lead in the match, minus that fill, plus that fill.
So Millis again in front. Oh, Dellas too full on this one. Nardone with a chance here, but the 7-pin is costly. He made Dellas's leave, but that's the problem.
I thought all the pins cost the same price.
You'd think so. This ain't 5-pin. They all count the same.
Now shout out to our friends David Gowers and Oshawa Interior Canada, Mr. 5-pin.
And all the fine folks in the 5-Pin Universe podcast for having us on that one time.
Lobs are still a rule, by the way. You guys outgunned me 5-1 on that one. Lobs still a rule. Follow it. It was 1 against 5. That wasn't a fair fight. It's still a rule.
Yeah, we turned heel, but so did John Cena. Cope.
No. He was mad because I picked the Oakland Raiders for the Brady Tuck rule, which was a fumble. Back there was incomplete pass. He was a Raiders fan. And here's our first banana split. Where's Casey McCool? Lakeside Lanes, Manchester, New Hampshire. Hungry and growling always.
Oh, but you just got disappointed. The 6-pin is down.
Scratch that cut. C1 take 2 action roll. 2-1 split.
It's 3-7-10.
No Casey McCool. Take that one away, Casey McCool. Doesn't count.
Made a 10-pin reference with Nardone out there. I think the 3-7-10 sometimes gets called a cocked hat. I guess so. 4-pin taken away.
Casey's a funny guy.
Certainly. Ooh, that was the idea there. Nardone almost got the cut.
Casey went wear a curly shuffle shirt a couple times. He did a curly shuffle in the lanes after the match was over. Twice. 2 different times. I put him up to it, of course.
Dellas, Rolling Wood will not take the 10 box
not
out.
That I would do something like that.
Nardone, a nice shot to pick up the pin. Well, no one's going to dance about those particular boxes there, but 334 after 30 boxes down, 20 to go, so we'd expect 300. Both teams over that. Millis up 15 pins, plus that strike by Shiner Sr., washing away that 5-pin. Lapierre 50-50 on the head pin at this point. Got his head pin this time, 6-pin. Dietrich's found a way, but comes right full on it, and he splits up.
Close first string, close second.
Dietrich looks like he's hitting a lot of his hits full, but actually he's getting good leaves more often than not on the head pin. Just slightly.
Scott missed that chance.
Missed the chance. 3-pin taken out by Dietrich.
Did his job, hit the optic pin.
Still a frustration. I'm still missing a couple pins somehow.
And that's a Paul Grant special with Scott Lapierre. Missed the second, make the third. Second one tonight. 10, 81 through 7 in the second of 3.
That would be it. So he has 35, 52, 62, 71. Okay. Lapierre's score was too high, and now we are in line with the official scores, 343 to 327. Hi, Ashley Breton. Of course you're rooting for Millis. Nice to see you.
I wonder why.
ACSD bowler, Ryan's employee, you know, the usual. 5 and 9 for Lapierre, trying to close what's basically a 3-mark Millis gap again late in this match, late in the string, excuse me, in the middle string. Lanes 1 and 2, and a house where the lanes go up to 44, just wide on the 5-pin. Dietrich came back from the lemon drop last time. This time he's in the gap.
That's a Paul Grant shot. Many a 2 boxes.
I'm sure they love to hear that. Now, if anyone, I said that was a Greg Gouillart shot, I think that they'd be really insulted.
And Scott, back-to-back PGSs, missed the second, make the third at 10, 91 through 8, flustered.
Gains 2 pins, though. Might that be a good time? Maybe. 14 pins plus a strike for Millis.
They have 1 strike to no spares also. They're trying to go up 4-0 and get in that top 8 playoff spot after today. It's all bunched up in the standings.
Hodge strikes, finds his head pin, and he's come up big. That's definitely a bombs away baby on that one. And Shattuck will have to pin for dear life on this one. Or will he? Wood was there. It's coming back. It's coming around the 2 pin. Does not mark, though. And Academy 3 matches that hammer now. Now they just have to match the pins. There's the 10 box. Another look. So 14 pins. Scoreboard top right is now correct.
Great match, Greg. 2 teams fighting for the playoff lives.
Mallahan half Worcester to start the strike fill. Second ball coming up. Shattuck 3, 4, 6, and 7.
This week 26 of 35, the Friday Night Pro League Game of the Week on Candlepin Bowling Network.
Mallahan a bit drop, opted the line there. That foul line rubber might have affected the delivery. Shattuck just narrowly missing a split again. So Mallahan gets away with it arguably, gets an 8 fill. Now it's 10 box. And it's an excellent continuation for Academy 3. The team he captains, Brian Fournier, captain of Team Millis.
Candlepin Bowling Network, home of the Mixed Worlds, Ladies Internationals, and World Championship matches. 1-7-10 Sports Center with Ladies Internationals, late July, early August. And Academy Lane's hosting Mixed Worlds and Worlds here, end of June and first week of November.
Always a world-class host. 4 pins and a strike now, the separation. Gill the 1, 4, 5, 7, 8. Alosa's lost it to the left in his case, but guess what? 1-7. Clearly the leave du jour. Off target. This was the leave Gill made earlier. He made it by sending the 1 into the 7, the pins. What will Alosa do? Tried to put the ball on that side and lost the head pin. Much more interesting string at this juncture at a time when both these teams want the points. This could be a pin gain. It's 3 for Alosa.
Monitoring the other 2 matches, Greg, halfway through the second string, Exeter lost the first by 9 to Academy 2. Right now it's 383-376. Academy 3 of 7, 16 in the match. Academy 1 by 20 of a Metro. They're down 294-290, a close one there. Ooh, not even halfway through the string.
Gill nearly gets a backdoor strike here. He's got just the head pin with a ramp to aim at. 3 and 4 for Alosa with the blank in front of the 4. That'll help a bit. He's got it. Pops it straight back. This is cuttable for Alosa. He put it too full. And just like that, got ourselves basically a single-digit string. The box is 10 for Alosa. The pinning is dead even in the match. Both sides have left 56 pins standing. So it's really coming down to the mark differences in this one. Millis has 10 marks to 8, excuse me, in this one. And slightly more on the fills. They're filling at about the same rate, though, so if Academy 3 gets that mark back later on, could make a difference. Shiner double pins the 2 and the 8. Wood turns. I'm not sure if that's helping, but helps to have something. Poulin off line here. Bit down to earth after his 150 start. Shiner drive it back. Yes, fair on strike. Team Millis needing a momentum turn after 8 straight markless boxes. Just got a big one with a 20. Poulin takes an 8, and he'll sweep away the doubled pins. 19 pins. Millis, great stabilizing force is Shiner Sr. right now. able to head for possibly a 120s here. He might be the star of this string if form holds. Poulin, however, sprayed pins, and what do you know, 7-10, the other frequent leave today. Those darn corner pins might as well be glued down. Thickly settled wood out in front there. 3, 4, and 6 for Shiner Sr. with a 7 fill. And finally a split.
I didn't see a sign thickly settled.
Only in Massachusetts.
Like the Three Stooges, they go hunting, and Larry's like, "Hey Mo, we got a great place to hunt. How do you know?" "I saw a sign." "What did it say?" "Fine for hunting."
Poulin wanted maybe the middle wood to have a better chance at that. Shiner's try, that's not the aim, of course. So capt deflects this one away, so Poulin takes 9. Shiner can escape for the same 9 by making a 2-pinner. Pinning hasn't been a difference now, but one slightly opens up for the home team. 24 pins minus a mark. Shiner, by and large, has done a huge service for his team that he's subbing for. Dellas, a very solid string, the 3 marks and 4.
He's been so much fun to watch, Greg, the last 2 or 3 years since I got to know him. Really good guy, great attitude.
Just a honed-in, powerful delivery.
Yeah. So humble, too.
Nardone, a slight hop step at the line, gets a 7 fill. 7 drop, excuse me. Dellas strikes! 5 tips into the 9, and another power ball. Nardone thought he had play on that one. Wood was available for the 7. Thought it was just a question of cutting the 5-10.
Where's the shirt? Billy Shaun, put the shirt up.
Wood's back there, doesn't take the 10. Come on, the merch. You
There it
can't
is.
forget the merch. One more look.
Candlepin makes the shirts. Get them every stream live. $10 goes to Candlepins for Cancer, a 501c3 charity. Astonishing 114,500 paid out to Candlepin families.
What tangles between the 5 and the 9 in this case? Head pin, sliding, 2, 7, 8, 10 for Nardone. Still splitting, unfortunately. Dellas, strike Phil, into the 2-pin, 4 horsemen.
The Rick Kamrowski special in Millis, my longtime teammate and friend, made a living off that shot. The inspirational 11 drop pool.
All right, Paul, that's your second one.
Well, out of 3, right?
Yep.
Okay, Bob, thank you.
4 horsemen. It's an old chestnut. Dallas' ball takes it. He's got it. The way he throws that ball so diagonal, so cross lane, somehow doesn't drop in the right gutter. It's extraordinary.
107 in the ball in the 8th, in the middle string.
There's an 8 box.
Update from Greg, the final 2 boxes before the final string for each bowler.
Opposite that, and suddenly the Millis lead ballooning from the usual suspects. You see the overall scores here, Dellas and Poulin leading the way for their teams. It's the fact that Alosa is there as well, and Shiner Sr. just got that recent momentum surge. So 3 marks to 2 for Millis, a slightly lower scoring exchange between the bowlers. And there you go.
Sunny, KEP, hope to see you Sunday at Sunnyside. Thank you. I'm not sure who you are, but thank you. Disc Golf Billy, hello.
You go and learn.
Really loving the shirts.
Hey, it's Meg from Boutwell's. Nice to see you.
Meg's awesome. Everyone loves Meg Douglas. Tip her well. She's got 2 kids.
Does that mean we're on the bar TV? Yes. Hi.
Meg's awesome. Hope you're feeling better, Meg. She was sick last week.
Dietrich will be trying for an 8 box out of this. Luckless second ball. Check mark left. Lapierre just a little full.
If you don't like Meg Douglas, you got issues. Meg's awesome. Everybody should love one another. Love your neighbor as yourself. No one's perfect.
But especially her.
Yeah, especially her. Get along with everyone. Talk things out, work things out. That's the way
Why
it's supposed
can't
to be.
we be friends?
That's right.
9 boxes 7, Lapierre plus 2. It's 29-24. Lapierre's picked up 5 pins against his leadoff counterpart in the past 3 boxes. That's almost a marks difference. Hard way to do it, but it's building a foundation. Can he cap it off with a mark? 10 box gets him to 110. This check mark will not stand. He's got a 2-7. Unlike last box. Dietrich lost the 3-pin, doesn't get much value out of it. Now the head pin's going to have to do a lot of work here. Otherwise, Lapierre can make even a 35-pin lead maybe that much more vulnerable, but he's off target. just a little bit. He's had his chances in this string. He could have even been 120s. It's been a fairly solid string as one ball backs up on the return.
Scott, disappointing second after disappointing first, 109 second.
Oh, and Steve?
With the ball to go, actually, I think.
Correct, and
Yep.
he needs this one. He's got a 5-pin lurking back there as well. In Dietrich's case, it's an important out here. Sure, his opponent didn't mark. Yes, that's the ball he wanted there, but he will concede 3 pins. I think Kevin a bit unlucky on that one. Again, there's just the ball and the pins just not agreeing with one another.
Despite 2 spares, 1 11 drop and 1 a 3 fill, just 91 second string.
And then Lapierre all 9s and 10s, and you see the difference that makes. That is a 19-pin gain against his side-by-side opponent.
Scott, 2 spare, 110 second string. 32 pin lead from Millis in the string. Hawaii 5-0. Book him, Dano. 50 the lead in the match.
Now, can his teammates start putting up some marks here? Shattuck gets the 9-pin over. Millis just needs a few more pieces of good news to coast to the end here. Mallahan leaving a good leave off the head pin. Again on his head pin drought, but nonetheless, the gettable leave here. Shattuck's got the best one, but we've seen how the end caps deflect the ball away already several times, and he's into the gutter this time. Pin stays this time, so a 10 box available. Mallahan offline though, and now 7 boxes remain to make up 32 pins in the second string. 2 teams separated by mere pins, a half pin in an average, but Millis has been handily in front here. And you know what's interesting? Last week, Millis had a 1658 when they were beaten by Central 3. They were at Central 3, in fact.
He got smoked last week, but boy.
And Academy 3 at 16-16. So in that respect, it was 42 pins.
Millis can make some noise in the playoffs, so they get that top 8.
That's good.
It was funny, last week there was 6, they went to 9th. 7 pins behind 8th place, tied.
Looking for another upswing. What's coming this way? Shattuck gets a nice leave. And a plank sits in front of the 6 and 9.
Meg, you're welcome. Lovely lady.
Mallahan makes a 3 and 1 split. Plank in front. Good. Shattuck's got a mark, and Millis that much further ahead.
Shattuck of Butwell's Bowling Center. What a great owner. And Andy Dellas, the 3 sons work there. Demetri, Dino, and Alex, of course. And they treat you like family there. They're awesome. Love going there. Pitch tomorrow for the Candlepins Cancer Roll-Ups round 5 and 6, 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. Live coverage on YouTube here on Candlepin Bowling Network. Register at Candlepins number 4 to bowl. Candlepins number 4 at Cants.com. We do take walk-ins, unlimited shifts as well. Also shifts available on the 22nd on Sunday, 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. The 28th, 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. And the last 2 rounds, Sunday, March 29th, 3 p.m. and 6 p.m.
Shattuck, spare fill in the 10th. It's 9.
See, I mentioned Candlepins for Cancer. Look what happens. Big fill.
What can we say except you're welcome? Shaun Shattuck, 107 and 221.
Candlepins 4, Cants.com, a 501c3 charity.
Once you bowl Candlepins for Cancer once, you can't leave. John Alosa, 90 through 8. Glen Gill, 80 and a ball through 8. Alosa may have held the ball just a smidge too long, but look at the mix. 6-10 with a plank. Thank you. Gill on a spare fill. Thanks for nothing. He hits the head pin, and that is a
reverse triangle and a youch. Yikes, nouch combined. Not in the dictionary. Put it in, Webster. Y-O-U-C-H. Why not?
Well, that's the frustration of Candlepin. Sometimes this will happen. You miss the head pin, you get that. You hit the head pin, and you get this. Gill, my goodness, he made the 5-7-9, and it doesn't matter. Harsh game? Just sometimes.
John's first spare since the back-to-back in the second and third. Fills a 9 and 6, 100 in the ball in the ninth. Millis on their way to a 4-0 lead and looking for the sweep.
So Gill gets the quality 10. Gill, an Atlantic Candlepin single store finalist, Class B last year.
John won Class B a couple years ago. Now in Class A North.
Headpin tipping a bit. 3, 4, 7, 10 for a 6 fill for Alosa.
John's a great guy, too.
The 4-2 washout, Chester Cove's favorite, I ought to say, if I'm going to cover a CBA event tomorrow. At the same time as Candlepins for Cancer roll-offs. Oh, spare! Alosa finds a way to take out the 2-1-1 split.
Both clusters back-to-back for the second time here in the second. 120 in the 10th.
3, 4, 7, and 10. Pins needed here. Gill does well to get a 9 box and bumps the 7 for a 10 box. Who
Correction,
knows?
116. The Alosa scoreboard was wrong. 116 make it. 116 the ball.
Correct.
I can look at your screen more, Greg. You're always accurate.
I'm
so used to looking at the scoreboard.
I'm mostly always right.
You're all the time mostly always right.
21, 479. And the fill is high. 10 pins wiggling. Don Alosa, 125 this string, 265 for the pair. 135 away from that 400 triple, which he's had already this season.
John, very underrated bowler. Having a great season.
For now. Billy Shiner Sr. with that 20 box on his way to a 120 or thereabouts.
All a sense of 51 pin lead for Millis.
Problem is, Academy 3's batted around without a mark, 10 straight without one. That's part of the problem. Poulin wants to break this up, but gets a nickel and dime to greet him. They haven't had a lot of quality looks either. Bit of column A, column B with the head pin accuracy. Actually, head pin accuracy's been pretty comparable. It's, are you getting your breaks? Shiner off target here. Poulin, don't get deflected too soon. It's on the left side and sends the action forward around the 10 pin. So a 9 for Shiner Sr. This one should be foul. We'll see the official score there, but I will take it down as a 9 box. And indeed, it's getting keyed in as such.
Extra leads Academy late in their string. They're in the final 7 boxes. Extra lanes leads 525, 505. They're up 11 in the match and 920 in the string. Academy 1 trails 417, 401, up 4 in the match. They're still in the 7th and 8th box. There's middle string. Academy 1 against Metro.
Spread eagle for Poulin here. Shiner may have gotten stopped up on a strike try. Piece of wood got cartwheeled in place by another piece.
This was tight for a while here on the string.
4-7, wayward.
And Mill is pulling like a #1 seed here in this string.
Poulin.
And the first also.
Just off target here, and now Shiner can gain a ton of pins, nonetheless, without a mark. Gets a 9 box here, 118, 227 for the pair. And that is a 6, 7, 10 conversion. Okay. Again, a split of no importance and a harsh 99 string. But Steve Poulin, 249.
Billy Shiner Sr., 227. Demetri Dellas, 107 the ball. Mike Nardone struggling again. Had a spare 6 to start, nothing since. 79 through 8. Greg wraps up the second before the final string.
Remember, Millis on the wrong side of the playoff bubble because of a few mere hundredths in average. 7's not going to get over, so Dellas now has to make the 6, 7, 10 that Poulin just did in a moment of high importance.
Demetri's up to 114 through 8. Another day at the office for Demetri.
Nardone again split bugged. That's the 5th one those red bricks in the middle are indicating of his score sheet. Plank in front. Dellas wants the pins. That
I thought it used that wood, maybe tip that wood on the right side and get that wood over, but
it surprised me, but I'm not 100% convinced it would have traveled to the right.
maybe not, probably not.
I'll be curious to see
We'll
on replay.
Yeah.
10 box and a 9. So let's go back on replay there real quick.
24 through 9.
Where did the wood go when he played this third ball? I mean, fallacy of the predetermined outcome and all that, but no, I think it dives off just shy of the 6th spot. So
It was close either way.
whether Dellas would have played it exactly there on the second ball, that shot did not go.
I'll take his word for it.
Dellas can coast to 130s in this string, or he can blast these pins down, but he's got a 2, 6, 7. Oh, Nardone with a strike. Again in the 10th out of nowhere. Mike Nardone.
Bookhead mark, spare in the first, strike in the 10th. 98 plus 2.
That qualifies. Everyone holding the shirt the right way up. Thank you.
They come upside down and sometimes and sidewards and backwards.
The audacity.
I'm going to give lessons, by the way.
Have some respect for the thing we imposed on you a few minutes ago.
How to hold a Bombs Away baby shirt. That could be a good college course. They have crazy classes in college, right? How to hold a Bombs Away baby shirt.
Blank is there, 132, 259.
Now to say it the right way.
Mike Nardone, that wouldn't have been a good time for a 5, unlike AP. Gets 6 to start the strike fill. He's offline, gets a 7 fill for a 105. 208 for the pair. And Millis has 4 points to none. 2 more points for winning the middle string. Taking a look here.
Let's see, I thought they said 575. Let's check the scoreboard here. 522 is confirmed on the other side. It is 573, you're right. Okay.
Hooray! 16 marks to 9 for Millis. That's the big difference in this one. Fill average is pretty even. Both sides are within 1 on the pinning overall in this match, so
69 pin lead for Millis, looking for the sweep.
just get those marks. That's the main key of this match.
Top of the order, final string. Greg with the update. 10.1112 seconds for station ID.
This is Candlepin Bowling Network. It's going to take me 10 seconds to compute how long that is, but find us on Facebook and YouTube. Please like and follow on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube. If you could do the math, we're almost at 5,800, so make number go up.
Can you say that backwards? Oh, wow, what a shot for Kevin Dietrich to start the final string. Everything going Millis' way tonight. Spare. Lapierre an 8. Already up 2 plus a ball. Here comes Millis.
One more look at that one. Gets the sidewall deflection to perfection. So Millis with a hot start this time as opposed to Academy 3 having the lead through the middle string in the early part.
Great team chemistry Millis has. Lapierre, second box. Strike! Bombs away, baby! 18 plus 2. There you go. It's more like it, Steve Poulin.
Oh! And Dietrich, 2 for a 20 box.
Wow. Let's see the shot, Kevin. He gets a strike on spare. 20 through 1, 30 plus 2 through 2. Wow.
I cut to the replay. Sorry, bud.
Kevin, put the shirt up. Put the shirt, say bombs away, baby.
Do it.
Boo, Kevin Dietrich, boo. I try to drop people out. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. All in good fun, of course. Dave Hodge-Mallahan, the captain, 5 up, 5 down, 8 is behind. 1, 3, 6, 10 in front. Second ball is a 5. Shaun Shattuck just 3. Shaun with a hip injury early this year. Getting through it. His 6-pack, check his ID. He's the first player to drop out of an ACST, got replaced by Matt Buffalo Nichols. Matt got hurt. He took a spot back now in Class A North. Went to Candlepin Singles Tour. Hodge an 8. Shattuck a tough 4. Brutal.
Good development here for Academy 3 to start that off.
What is Demetri's 2-string total, please?
259. Alosa had 265, remember.
Oh, I see it down there. Okay.
I can rearrange this. I can rearrange the furniture a little bit for you.
Thank you. Hodgie for a strike, just about. Oh, will it? Yes! Slow motion strike. 18 plus 2. They got 2 strikes on the board. Here comes Academy 3 trying to get 2 points at least.
But that doesn't count as a bombs away baby strike because you see the last pin took ages to fall.
Went too slow.
Technically.
Shattuck connects, spare after the 4 box. That's how you do it. Put in the rear view mirror. 14 the ball through 2.
But we'll look at it anyway.
A slow motion bombs away baby. Bombs away baby is supposed to be an explosive strike, technically.
Poulin was busy casting a spell.
Anything to promote the charity, I'm all for it. Glen Gill finds the pocket, parallel time like Dark Shadows, a great TV show in the 60s and 70s. Ran home from school to watch it on ABC. They push it back in a half an hour because people couldn't get home to watch it on time. You don't see that nowadays. Trying to barrel through with Wood in front. It will not quite get to the 10. What a try. What a shot. Alosa spare. At it again. 141st, 125 second, 10 plus to start the third.
Remember, Alosa needs 35 bonus pins minus any leave standing to get to 400.
Gill and 9. More importantly, they want that sweep. And they'll be definitely in the top 8 after tonight, one way or the other. You'd think, with at least 6.
Gill was happy with his effort there, but Alosa perfectly in the 1-3 pocket to take this 8-pin out as well.
Millis up 8 right now, 2 marks for each side.
9,
Make it
excuse
9.
me.
Make it 9 now. Glen Gill,
Scoreboard.
on lead 2.
Scoreboard's not correct in replays. How confusing.
It's a drop of 8, another 7-10 goalpost. Wood in the middle to help. Alosa, 3-9, 7-10. Wood between the 3-9. Half west to right, 16 through 1 in the final string of the match. It's gone quick. Gill, spare! 19 of the ball through 2. Alosa, pick it apart. Oh, so close to the 7.
Ripped it over the 8 spot.
His confidence soaring this year. And 9, and bowler Demetri Dellas certainly helps. 25 through 2 on Candlepin Bowling Network. Close to 58 subscribers, close to 27 videos. We cover all the class of bowlers, ladies, men, singles, doubles, triples, Maine states, New Hampshire states, Mass states, ladies internationals, worlds, mixed worlds, seniors, you name it, we cover it. Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube, high definition. Like and share the video, like and follow us on Facebook. Greg.
And CBA and Candlepins for Cancer and Nico highlight reels. Confused yet? Just subscribe and go with it. It's bowling. It's fun.
Brett just got a highlight reel from Nico recently too. Got over 1,000 views, I believe. One of the 2.
Might be our 5th one.
2 in the 4 in the 5. Make it 4 left, 5 middle for Poulin.
Is the wood frozen on one side or the other? That's the big question.
He got it.
Yep.
Spare to start a third. Shaun is turned to answer. He does. Spare. Pins are flying here in the third. The Academy Lanes, Pub 125, Haverhill, Mass.
Yep, basic textbook shot. Great shot by both of them. In Poulin's case, you got to make sure you're playing on the opposite side of the frozen wood so that it shoots forward.
Catfish Dog remembers Dark Shadows. That was recorded live on tape. They had to rent machines back then. They only had so much time. They couldn't edit it. It was all live on tape. Came out later on, obviously, not the same day, but boy, that was tough to do back then. You make a mistake, it stays. They thought there's nobody going to see it anymore, but then video came out after the fact. Now you see all the oops.
Well, we're super duper live here.
3 in the 10 spare, 18 through 1, 28 in the ball through 2. And what a comeback for Shaun! Spare 2 spare! 22 in the ball through 2 the hard way.
So Poulin ends up gaining a mark in the first box, but Shiner avoids it becoming 2 with that great half-Worcester conversion.
Disco Billy, reminiscent of old TV shows. One of my favorite shows beside Dark Shadows is $6 Million Man with Lee Majors. That was a great show. It's a strike, bombs away, baby! And Poulin's got it down now. Keeping it loose. Demetri Dellas rolls 7, 1, 2, 4. A chance here, 51% for 2 and 3 pennants without wood to convert for Class A bowlers. All stats provided by Candlepin Bowling Network.
Arguably, Nardone had back-to-back strikes, but that ignores all the filling he did in the last string.
Demetri drills a spare. The marks are going crazy here in the third.
So he, Alosa, and Poulin all on 400 watch at the moment.
Never too late to join Candlepin Bowling Leagues at your local bowling center. You're never too young, you're never too old, never in between to pick up the great game of Candlepin Bowling.
Even you, Billy, in Connecticut, get over here. Nice to see you again.
Nardone check mark left on a strike. Demetri Dellas, the better brother Buttwell's bowler, on lane 1 for Millis on a spare. It's a good ball, but he splits. Not anymore.
Whoa.
The 6 leans to 3 and friendly wood by the 4. 19 through 1. Nardone to answer. No. 8 in the strike, 18 through 1. Greg with the update after this box. High octane start. Dellas for 2 in a row. No problem. 29 in the ball through 2. At it again. Nardone 10, 28 through 2 on Candlepin Bowling Network.
Ooh, here we go from Academy Lanes. Now the pins are super duper flying at the moment. Marks were 8 to 6, for Millis in that last pair of boxes. 8 marks in 10 boxes for Millis. And that's how they have the lead they do right here. Well on pace for something that would be 700 if they were able to keep that pace up. Dietrich on the headpin, check mark left side.
We're going to get an update from Academy Lanes. Extras won the second string. They're tied 2 points apiece and a tight total right now. We'll get the update from Academy when they're still in their second string, still in their 7th and 8th boxes.
Ooh! Dietrich gets short pinned on the corner.
Dave Barber just handed me the scorecard. We'll go with that after this box.
Lapierre, a 9 fill on his strike as well. What you got, Paul?
All right. John Boudreau, 126. Eric Pelletier, 121 the second. Dave Barber, a 139 first, a 149 second. They lost the first 16, 613, 604 by 9. They come back 602, 586. Dave Godwin had a 132nd to lead Academy 2. Joe Smith a 120 with 1 string to go. It's a 7-pin lead for Exeter, 2 points apiece.
Dietrich now thin on his head pin, 2, 7, 8, and 10. Go ahead, Paul, if you want.
We'll get the update of Academy 1 in just a moment. Right now, it's 575, 562. Metro leads by 13. With still time, they're late with the final 3 or 4 boxes left in that match, actually, in the second string, rather. Second string. So there'll be 2 points apiece if Metro hangs on. That'd be a big upset if Academy 1 can sweep them or get 6.
Bundle of 5. Lapierre gets the front layer.
We'll get an update from Academy 1 in just a little bit with Metro.
You see it there. That's fair, whatever happens. Dietrich gets an 8 box to the 10 of Lapierre.
We try to cover all the teams 2 or 3 times a year minimum, so we haven't seen Millis a lot due to logistics. I think a 3rd time this year with Millis. We'll see Lapierre just a 2nd time next week here against Academy 1. 7:30 live on YouTube on Candlepin Bowling Network. Greg, a quick update.
7 pins. 7 pins for Millis in this string. Logistics, but in other words, some bowling centers were built well before the streaming era. Pleasure to be there now.
Here's on Shattuck, 1-3-6 chance. On the spare after that 4 box, make it up for it, 21 through 2. Haji, a strike, double strike, huge for Academy 3. 2 shirts for 2 strikes in a row. Shattuck wraps around and flies around the 3-6.
Someone watched our 10-stringer coverage.
That rollaway lanes is fast, 80% handicap, 9-pin style, August 29th, Saturday, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m.
Double strikes go anywhere. Right, Wakefield? Right, Joey Lister?
Shattuck at 8. 29 through 3 in the final string of the match. We'll have a post on Candlepin Chat, later on when the season ends. Who's your highest ending Winter League, State League, or ACST average? High flying rollaway lanes. You can sign up in the Candlepin Chat post I put out this week on Monday for rollaway lanes, wear mass. 80% 9-pin style. 9-pin for 9s and 10 spares and strikes. Anybody can win that one. Hodge for triple strike, too far right.
Mix.
1 wiggles, 2, 4, 7, 9 and back, 25 in the strike box, the first one.
We seem to be in a rut. It seems to always be 15 on the first fill.
33 through 2, 43 in a ball. Shattuck hit the head pin, won't carry. 3 in the 7, another tough break. Hodge for a big shot, only 1. 6 in the second double strike box. 49 through 3, the power of the double strike.
Still functions as such. She got more than 20 bonus pins and 2 marks.
Shattuck, oh, nice out. Almost got the treetop. The top of the 7-pin, but gets a 9.
Shattuck's had a series of almosts with those splits.
I know. 38 through 4. And Hodge an 8, a solid start for him. 57 through 4 here in the 3rd.
Yeah, both these 2-spot bowlers are a couple of what ifs, like a lot of potential there. What if Haji was hitting even more head pins than this? What if Shattuck was getting his splits just that little bit more fine-tuned?
Glen Gill on the left on a spare, 19. John had a spare 6-9 start. John Alosa.
All that means is I'm going to enjoy watching these guys for a while.
1-3-6-10, the post is 7. Gill off the head pin. 7, maybe more. It wiggles, it wobbles, it holds. 26 through 2. John, a 1 in 5 chance without wood. Stats by Candlepin Bowling Network. And with the wood, he gets the 3-6 to stay. GG, Glen Gill missed number 1.
Good initials. Might be biased, though.
Slightly. That's okay. Alosa an 8. Three's a wild. 3-3-3. 33 through 3 in string 3. Alosa an 8. By the Gill a 9. Is that a 9 for Gill?
It's 10. It's 10.
Okay, 36 for 3. Couldn't
As
see.
corrected now.
I don't know my perch tonight. I can't see.
178 to 195. You need your high chair.
I know. In my bib. Spit it out.
Spread 7-10 again.
For the umpteenth time.
Oh, no.
Gill, look at this one. 5 middle, Whittling 6 right, 7 left. He does have wood to give him some carom. To get to that 7 maybe.
Junction to this wood.
Bounced away by the 7. Good effort. Gill trying to turn it over. Missed everything.
I'm not so sure the junction of the wood would have taken it. The pins might have collided awkwardly.
No odds. John doinks it for a 9. 42 through 4. Gill an 8. 4-4-4. 44 through 4. One more stage on D break. Let's pause. 6.7 and 19 and 21 10 seconds. For
You
station
said
ID from Greg
6-7. This Candlepin Bowling Network on Facebook and
Make
YouTube.
you
Please
feel
like the
good.
video
That'll
and hitting
make
the
you
thumbs
feel
up
good.
button. You're interrupting. Please like the video and hitting the thumbs up button, and thank you very much for your support just by watching.
Can you say that backwards, please? Billy should need more sleep. 5 of the 7. That's on a spare. That's spare 2 spare. 30 through 2. Poulin on a spare after a spare 8. Another spare 8. Instant replay. 36 through 2.
Good luck getting a third split here, though. A third spare here.
2 tough splits. Shaun with the wood. Good try. Wood pounced the 5 in front, out of bounds. Must get removed by rule, technically, which is supposed to.
Person who works here. That's a common Millis refrain.
Poulin ski balls come with a 50 the 100 spot. 0 points. I hate when you do skee ball. You try to get that 50, 100 point, you oomph it and bounce off the top of the net and you get no points. Shaun is senior at 10, filling in for Frank DeLuca tonight. He made the Wild Shirts 1.0 and 2.0 with the bowling pins.
It was one of my favorite arcade games, so I think Acton Bolodrome is one of my favorite arcade games. It's not there anymore, but you try to hit a tin can into the other goal by shooting tiles that would pop up if you hit the certain spot, like in laser tag. It pops up the tiles and sends the can, and you try to put it in the opponent's goal. Crazy game.
Steve Poulin 44 through 3 after the 8 box after 2 spare 8s. He likes the 8 so far. Crazy 8s. Shaun spare 2, spare 8, 10, 40 through 3. And a terrific match. Millis pulled away in that second string to win big. Close to the first.
Acton Bolodrome, but the drone, excuse me.
And if my dentist, Dr. Honda, really good dentist. 1, 7, 8, 10.
Maybe you have that same annoying left exit off Route 2.
Yes, right on Route 27. Shaun is senior on the 1, got the 3, leads at the 6-10. Good effort. Hit the object pin, the name of the game. Poulin. Oh, wow, what a shot for a spare. 3 out of 4. 54 and a ball through 4. Academy 3, desperate for at least 2 points. A long way to go for total in 4.
On pace for the string, though.
Shaun in 8, 48 through 4. The mark situation, 1 spare for each side. Academy 3 up 16 in the string, down 53 in the match. Total is still in play.
Academy 3 would have to quicken the pace here, but things like that, and it took a Mallahan double strike to really put an accelerant on it. Never say never, though. We've seen this game too many times before.
Dellas spare 9, spare. This time it's 5, 34 through 2 in the final string of the match. 1, 2 in front, 6 middle, 9 left, 10 right in the corner. Mike Nardone strike 8, 10, 28 through 2 coming in, a 4-2 washout.
So fading at Dellas is part of the puzzle.
Which Price gets this one, he almost got it. Wood coming out of bounds though. Now it rolls back. He must stop by rule before he releases the ball. At least it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Now it goes the other way.
Nardone throws a clockwise ball like a number of bowlers do, so hitting the 1-3 pocket is tough for him.
Demetri, object pin does not carry for 9, 37, correction, 43 through 3. A 7, Mike Nardone, 7, he's at 35 through 3. What about Demetri? He's so humble, no big ego. He does his talk in the lanes. He's classy. He treats you with respect. And boy, what a story he's been the last 2 or 3 years. Good for him. Deservedly so.
Needs at least 3 marks for the 400, but don't count that out either.
More important wants to sweep as he sweeps 3 of the 4 in this 2-2 split, it looked like. Now Nardone crosses over, 3-7-10. Dellas high piece, which sometimes a high piece can be tricky.
Gotta be careful not to turn it. Maybe he wants to shade on the left side.
He does, it goes. He went pretty much middle side, I think. Couldn't see it from our angle.
The surest way to avoid it turning.
53 to ball. Nardone, oh, he hit the 10. It won't fall. That close.
Get over.
Big break for Millis. Big swing here.
Maybe
Dellas at it again.
Maybe it doesn't understand my accent. Get over.
Demetri 53 in the ball through 4. Nardone says, take that, 10 pin and Candlepin. 10, 45 through 4. 4 completed boxes in the third and final string from Academy Lanes. Pub 125 Haverhill, Mass. Week 26, the Friday Night Pro League Game of the Week. Time for an update from Greg Gouillart.
I've seen the buffering there. That very seldom happens here, but we'll keep an eye on that number there. 246 to 237. Thank you, Stephen, for the heads up on that. 9 pins, mark aside. So pretty much single digits here. Academy 3. Every point matters as we go down the stretch. Final 10 weeks of the season.
Scott Lapierre, head pin hit, 3-6 right, 4-7 left. Unbelievable. Kevin Dietrich sizzles 6. Look at this one.
Crossed
left
over.
to right, 7-5, 6-10. And Greg's favorite phrase, crossovers lead to kings. For the ladies, crossovers lead to queens.
Precisely.
If there's a king, there's got to be a queen for the ladies. Why not? Let's get that incorporated.
You can't just merge references like that.
Why not? Lapierre, good bid in the object, won't carry. The southpaw bowler, Dietrich, trying to make a special shot, gets 2 of the 4, 7 left, 6 right, 7-6. Scott Shore 2 for 9, 55 through 5. Kevin an 8, 64, excellent half for the leadoff bowler. Millis is down 10 in the string, they're up 59 in the match. Academy 1 next week hosting Lafayette out of Riverwalk Lanes, Amesbury, Mass. 7:30 live on YouTube here on Candlepin Bowling Network.
I mentioned Dietrich's penchant for trading cards. Freshie likes his Pokemon cards among other bowlers. I think it's a hobby definitely on the rise. You can see it on the end caps at CVS nowadays.
Scott takes down the 3, 1-7-8-10, 6-1 wash out for Dietrich. Big Cincinnati Bengals wannabe.
At least at the CVS and Billy Shiner Sr.'s and I's neck of the woods.
Scott from Sanford, Maine. His whole life. Son Ben up to 101 averages on his leagues. Good try, won't carry the 7-8. He was like a 71 bowler 2 or 3 years ago. He's averaging around 101 in his leagues now. He works really hard in his game. Early teens. Watch out for him.
Speaking of Sanford, it's Bowlerama, not Bowlerama.
Yes, Bowl with an A. Portsmouth Bowl-O-Rama.
You say it the same way, but there you go.
Scott a 9, 64 through 6. Kevin looking for an out. The Augusta Maine Special 7, 71 through 6. Here come the second bowls of 5.
Already had 64.
Greg has not indulged in his sky bar yet.
Scarcely any time.
Academy 3, a dozen pin lead in the string with a down 57 the match. Still time for 4 points each. They got to get some marks. Right now, they're sitting on 1 spare, as is Millis. Dave Hodge-Mallahan for a strike. 9, a wiggle on the 4.
Not this time.
Had a strike in the second box.
The late 4 was what
a
did it last
double strike,
time.
actually, the second and third. Almost 3 out of 4. Shaun Shattuck, 38 through 4.
Candy bar slipping out of my fingertips. Incidentally, that's how you want to handle a ball as well. Don't palm it, put it on the fingertips.
Oh, that one just hooked left last second. I thought he had it. Shattuck trying to get it down somehow, almost. He leaves with the 7. Hodge has the 4. And that, my friends, is a Paul Grant special. Missed the second, make the third. Not a good time for that. 10, but a 67.5. Shaun a 10 to match the box, 48 through 5.
Get it in that fingertip control is how you impart that break on the ball as well if you're really, really good.
Paul Grant along with Greg Gouillart on Candlepin Bowling Network Friday Night Pro League Game of the Week. Season ends May 15th. Finals May 16th at Ryan's Millis. Strike again! Yes! Almost 4 strikes in the string. He's got 3 officially, almost 2 double strikes in 5 boxes. Hodgie on fire. 77 plus 2 in the 6th. Trying to get at least 2 points. Avoid the sweep.
Man,
Shaun Shattuck 1-3 in front, 8 the sleeper and back.
I'll be very curious if Hodgie made an adjustment there. I'll have to ask him after the fact because this is a radical turnaround.
Shattuck, good try, won't go.
Could have gone. The wood back there seems distant, but it could have trampolined the 3 into the 8.
Shattuck a 9. 57 through 6. What a battle it's been all night. Millis pulled away middle half of that second string to win it big. It was close in the first, close here in the third. And one of the reasons why they're up pretty big, one of these bowlers here, one of 2, by Demetri Dellas, John Alosa. Slow start by his standards, a string of spare 6, 42 through 4. 2 better, Glen Gill, 4-4-4 through 4. 44 through 4 on the 7 pin. Update from Academy Lanes 1 and Metro in a minute. John 1 wobbling 3, 6-10. The post is the 7. He's got wood in between the 1 and the 3 and some behind. Gill trying to bounce back, goes right instead. He's got 6 standing, a mess. John outside the 1 and the 7. Gill a 7. 51 half. Alosa takes a 10, gains 3 back. 52 half. We're at the halfway point of the final string of the match. Academy 1 lost the second to Metro, 622, 606. They won the first, 595 to 575. So with 1 string to go, Academy went up by 4 on number 2 seed or number 3 seed, tied with Metro. 4-pin lead. Oh, Jeff. We highlight some of the scores there. Forgot to mention. 139 for Matt Susi to 141 first. Wow, he's back on track, Matt Susi. 141 for Al Kessick, the Iceman. Freshie at 127. The Tsunami Keith Beaupre at 132 and a 128. Aaron Fontaine a 121 and the 125 for the Fontaine factor. 2 points apiece in that match. Greg with the update.
Alosa gets the spare for Millis. Gill close effort on this one, but we'll come up with a 9 box. So there it is, Academy 3 still holding on to that 9-pin advantage.
It's going fast tonight, Greg. Seems like. Some great action, some great spares, some great cut shots, a lot of strikes.
Might be on pace for about a 3-hour match, but here we are with 25 boxes remaining at this point, 24 boxes.
Good to see our friend Scott Hodgman from Raleigh, North Carolina. We met him last year at Central Park Lanes, at least I did. Great to meet him in person. Steve Poulin not happy with that 6-9-10 drop on the spare 3. 57 through 4. Billy Shaun is senior in the 2-8. 48 through 4 coming in. Had a spare 2, spare 8 start.
And that means 2 spares to 1, and it's Alosa and Dellas with those marks. Worse for Academy 3.
2 hottest bowlers to their side. Look at this, Youch. 2-8, now the 3-9. Only thing worse is the Bunny Hall, 1-5, center Worcester.
Yo, dog, we heard you like half Worcester, so we put a half Worcester on your half Worcester.
Poulin a 7, 64 through 5.
Bit of a reprieve no matter what.
Shaun trying to pull through, gets a 6. So Poulin gains 7-6. Shaun 54 at the half.
Did Shiner eye the 7 box on the lane over and shoot there on purpose, mayhaps?
You wonder sometimes.
It's so easy to go wrong on the head pin, hit a curtain, and then suddenly you're sad. Maybe.
Poulin back in the pocket, strike, bumps away, baby! 4 strikes the match, 3 in the first and right back. Match game PM. Billy Shaun Sr. put 2 shirts up. Explosive bowling by both. 74 for Poulin, 64 plus 2 for Shiner in relief. Hey, Billy, your shirt's not showing the right way. That's a violation, Billy.
Disrespecting.
You're supposed to show the whole shirt, Billy, not half of it.
We have brand standards here at Candlepins for Cancer.
Hey, a fun might up a great cause. I make no apologies. Nardone plucks out the 2-8. Here is Demetri. Dellas, 7. Violent both slides in front of the 2-4-7. A 60 through 4 start. And look at this same thing we just had a moment ago. Billy trying to see you. Gets a giggle out of that one. You can do it. I can do it.
Can't recall the last time I've seen that back-to-back.
Dellas from the spare. Wow, how about that one? That's crazy.
And it was a 3-pinner when Poulin was opposite the sleeve.
Big nine for Nardone out of that mess.
Oh.
54.5 survives that one, barely. Sigh of relief.
I mean, if you want to say the luck evens out in the end, Nardone has basically gained pins by playing that shot for a bigger out.
I thought Dellas had that one down. Welcome to Candlepin Bowling. What is good? Just want to get Steve Poulin tired out. Strategy.
Technically, one of your teammates could do it, but if they interfere with the wood, you lose the box. If an opponent does, you get it over.
Demetri doinks it for an 8. 68.5. Grab the update after this next box. A great third string. It's 329, 322. Academy 3 has a 6-pin plus the extra point conversion. 7. But Millis has the advantage in the match. 62. Nardone back in the pocket. Can't get this. They get the split to go. After all, the 7 goes down. 3-6-10 opportunity.
Little high for the pocket, but got there.
DD on the pocket. Spread eagle plus the 8 behind the 2. Youch. Perfection shot. Nothing to show for it. An eagle alone without the pin and back is a 1% chance for Class A bowlers. Stats by Candlepin Bowling Network. 1 in 5 for a 10 box. Nardone a big spare. 64 and a ball through 6.
Tight match. Every mark's going to matter now.
Academy 3 leads the string. They have extra marks on this side. Dellas trying to pull for miracle. Yeah, the Oreo cookie, Oreo cakester. Middle cream with the stuff on the outside. Brutal.
Someone asked the age-old question, which side of the split do you play? And the consensus overall is play less into more. You got more pins on the other side to clatter around and maybe take it.
Dietrich, a rare 6. Big swing there. A spare versus 6, 74 through 6. Let's get the update from Greg Gouillart.
339 to 328 is the official score right now. Millis had just 2 marks in that. Academy 3 had 3, which are the 3 open marks you see now. So with strikes flying around all of a sudden, Hodgie going from 1 strike to 4 in this string. What will happen next?
Top of the order. Boxes 7 and 8 underway. Tight third string. Academy 3 fighting for 2 points. Demetri's Dellas' team with Kevin Dietrich want the sweep. Kevin helps his cause with 8. 3 left, 6 right on lane 2. Back to the edge of lane 1 and Scott Lapierre. A good ball. Powers 9. Friendly Wood wiggling the 10.
About 230 of you watching live. Thank you all very much.
Kevin missed the chance. Lafayette lanes taken on. Academy 1 next Friday night, 7:30 live on YouTube. Week 27 to 35 on Candlepin Bowling Network. Lapierre, spare! Academy 3 trying to pull away. Millis not let him so much yet. Kevin, a Paul Grant special, missed the second, make the third. Never a good time for that. 10, 81 through 7.
15-10 to 14-52. Pinning still. Actually, Academy 3 has gained 11 more pins in terms of pinning, the pins left standing. They also have slightly more head pins, in fact.
Kevin trying to fight back. Drops 9. How about 10? The 2 gets a tremor.
Excuse you.
The tremor won't go for the strike. Wow.
He gives him the how dare you arm hips.
Wow. Meanwhile, Lapierre 1, 3, 7, 8, 6 in the fill, 80 through 7. Kevin connects fair. Makes that last one. 91 of the ball through 8. He's got a tough one here. Capable of making it. Good try. The Wood can't get to the 7. And Dietrich gets 1 mark back in their side. And a tight third. A tight first, a tight second for a while. They blew it open towards the end, halfway through.
A lot of volatility here as well with those open marks. Rolling wood is annoying Lapierre. Distant from the shot, but rules are rules. There was one Canadian shot where they just let them shoot if the wood was moving away.
Scott, not related to Jeff or Jerry Lapierre. Jerry's the father. Jeff is the son of Jerry Lapierre. Scott, not related, takes a 10, a solid 90 through 8 in a sense. Not quite to his average in this, though, but hitting well.
All true, yeah. Lapierre's average 114 nowadays.
Academy 3 marks for each side. They're up 17 in the red shirts. Here's Shaun Shattuck on the crossover, spilling 9, maybe. The 10 won't go down, and the wood rolls away, not in Ware, Mass. Hodge, 8 on his 3rd strike in 4 boxes, or fifth box. Double strike in the 2nd, 3rd strike in the 6th. 6-10, Wood in front to help. Shattuck trying to roll it over. Ball bounces. Oh, just missed the wood for a spare. Hodge missed the 6, missed the wood, wants that one back, but 9 to strike. 86 through 6. Shaun takes the 10, 67 through 7. Hodge gets it now for a 10, 96 through 7.
So hard to gauge in 10, but it did look like the plank was wired there.
Thank you, Ryan Duchesne, for the kind words. We appreciate it. Helps a lot. We give it our all. We try to have some fun. Call a good game.
Constructive feedback welcome too, but thank you all very much.
Shattuck pounds the pocket. 8, 6 right, 8 left. Wood to help, maybe. Hodge goes right for 5, maybe 6. 1, 4, 7, 9, the sleeper in back right.
Losing the 2 and 3 is a rough break.
Rough. Shattuck for a spare. No. Good effort. Falls short. The captain, Dave Hodge-Mallahan, the 12th seed. Trying to get back. They're close to the top 8 still. What a bid. 2 full. 4-7-9 still there. Shattuck friendly wood for a 10 on number 8 pin. Gets it to go. 77 through 8. Hodge. Oh, big 10. It's a wild 10. 106 through 8.
Sure.
Academy 3, a 26-pin lead in the string. They're down to just 43 in the match. There's still time for total.
Bro's been on TV enough, but sure, we'll put him on instant replay again.
John Alosa on a spare, 62 in the ball through 6, on a spare 6 to start. Glen Gill, minimum 60 through 6, had a spare 7 in the second. 10 per box, 60 through 6. John left side, just 4, 66 through 6. Gill, pocket, drops 8, 2 in the 7, mini split, wood between, wood to the right. Alosa trying to pick it apart, too far right, 1, 4 in the 7. Do you go for the 1, do you go for the 2? Or do you like me, throw in the middle or throw it away? A big spare for Gill. 70 the ball through 7. Alosa takes the short 2 for 9. 73 through 7, Academy 3 trying to pull away.
75 through 7, yep.
75 through 7, make it.
381 to 404, indeed the official scores. Every now and again we have to look up.
Yep. 3 marks, 2 for Academy 3.
Hi, Alexia. It was great to see you at Ware.
She wore an old-fashioned Candlepin Bowling skirt last week, the way it was back then.
Thanks for showing us your stomping grounds.
Gill 8 in the spare, 78 through 7. John a 6 back, check his ID. Alosa drops it down in 2 full, plucked out the 1-9, check mark right.
Passed it through the gap, I think.
Gill the 5 and 10, got the 5, couldn't get the 10. Good effort, hit the object pin. Every pin counts, you never know.
Struggle string by Gill's standards, but he's got those couple of marks and filled them well. That's the difference against his counterpart at the moment.
Close for a 7, 82 through 8. Gill gains with a 9, 87 through 8. Here come boxes, bullets 4 or 5 in boxes 7 and 8 at Academy Lanes. Pub 125 Haverhill, Mass. Family owned since 1963. Pub 125 since 2022. Day 1 in the mixed worlds.
All right.
Lexi, it was good to see you. We're going to do the 9-pin rollaway. 9-pin style with 9s and 10s, pairs and strikes, 80% handicap. Register in Candlepin chat polls for now.
Dueling strike fills.
Billy Shiner Sr. rocks 8, make it 9, maybe 10. The 7 trying to lean to the 4.
Rock your body to the left. It's Candlepin.
Almost a double strike. Steve Poulin's on his 4th strike of the match. He's on lane 1.
Whoops.
It's only 3.
Lost it out of his hand, unfortunately.
Rearrange 4. You could say 4.5 in the 7 for Shiner Sr. He got it! Huge spare and strike. 74 through 6, 84 in a ball. Poulin 7 his strike. 81 through 6 has the 1, 2, the 9 and back the sleeper.
Shiner did that in boxes 6 and 7 last string too. Strike spare.
Poulin 2 of the 3 for 9. 90 through 7 in the final string of the match. A good one.
I'm wrong. Whoops. There we go.
Academy 3 holding on a 29-pin lead, and now it's 2 spares to 1 for Millis. They're trying to get it closer, and still a chance for the sweep. Shiner left side, rolling, stealing a bunch. 8, maybe 9, maybe 10. Can he get to the 1? It wiggles. It won't fall. But a big 19 bucks. 93 through 7. Poulin whittling 5. The 6 decides to fall. The 5 gets a nibble.
Got the leave he deserved in the end.
Great piece of wood to help. Shaun's got to knock this down. Does spare. 3 in a row. Strike, spare. Spare. 103 in a ball in the 8th. Poulin spare. 100 in a ball in the 8th. 447, 427. Academy 3 up 20 in the string. Millis up 49 in the match. Millis won the first 2.
4 marks to 5. What a duel in the 4 spot. Academy 3 still maintaining the lead.
What a great job Dan Josefiak did. Alexia rollaway lanes and wearing masks where the pins fly high. August 29th, that 9-pin 80% handicap tournament. Again, register for now. We'll do an official post when the season ends for your highest league, state, or ACST ending average in May. Dellas sends it right, gets 8 out of that somehow. Pocket shot for Nardone, gets a break in the right side. Here comes the wood for the 4-7 with a notion to go in the ocean. Not quite, but Englewood helps. Big 8 fill, 72 through 6.
Dellas may want to put the ball left side. It's cross pocket, but then it would drill through the plank.
Dellas robbed again. Brutal. Nardone spare. Back to back, 82 in a ball through 7. Academy 3 still in play for total. We'll need a bunch of marks still. Demetri takes the 10. 84 through 7. Update from Greg after this box before the final 10 boxes of the match.
41 pins in 11 boxes is a lot to make up. Not impossible, though.
Double strike would help.
Another one.
Live coverage tomorrow just after 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. Candlepins for Cancer. Any singles, men and women, scratch, open roll-offs from beautiful Butwell's Bowling Center in Concord, New Hampshire, just after 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. Heather Juzik, Atlanta Candlepin Singles Tour, Class C, 10th seed, takes on 11th seed. Charles Park at Metro Bowl after 5 p.m. On the ACST Facebook page, Dellas
over.
I want to go right turn. Clyde went left instead. Nardone bombs away, baby. Strike on spare. 3 in a row. 92 through 7. 102 plus 2 in the 8th.
At least Dellas has the plank there. Another one of them lottery tickets.
Demetri nails it spare. 94 in a ball. Update from Greg.
And we're the most lottery-addicted state in the union. Woohoo! 485 to 447, 38 pins, minus an extra mark for Millis right now. So Academy 3, yeah, again, total possible, but there's only 2 boxes left, 10 overall for each side. Millis had 4 marks in that last pair of boxes, and Academy 3 had 5.
Scott Lapierre in lane 2. Lead up bowlers, drops the 2 from behind, 1, 4, 7, 10. Dietrich on a spare 7. The middle pin is the object, the 6. Right is the 10. Left of the sleeper pin is the 9. 98 through 8, late in the match.
Dietrich may have found the sweet spot. Better late than never.
Scott 2 pieces to try to spin around for a potential spare. He missed number 1, and it's the 1 and the 7. Kevin trying to get 2 in a row. He threw in the channel. With a spare strike 9 to start. And that spare 7th we just saw. Scott, field goal for an 8. 98 himself. 98 through 9. Dietrich in the ocean again. 7. 5 with a Century Club through 9. 9 boxes left. Can Millis come back and win the string. Can Academy 3 hold on for the string, and can they get total?
Equally likely. Remember, teams are close in average.
Scott pulls right for 3. We'll show the standings before coming tonight.
We can do that.
Yep.
Right
Tough one. 4 in the 10 for Dietrich. It does have Woods to right at 4. Greg.
Central one's the big question, but Millis likely gaining.
Lapierre, good effort. Will it go? Not quite. 4 left, 5 middle. Dietrich trying to send it over. Good try. Doinked it.
Might have been going on the 4-pin. Hard to tell.
Lapierre hooked it over the line. Didn't go anyway for an 8. 106 string. Not his best stuff tonight.
Whoa!
Dietrich gains with a 10, I believe.
He did.
115 final. 3 string totals, Greg?
315 for Dietrich, 326 for Lapierre, and another look at this one. Do I have the opportunity to put the board
8
up?
boxes left.
There, that's the correct scoreboard finally on the replay screen.
Academy 3 up 30 in the string. Millis up 39 in the match. Make it 8 boxes to go. No marks for the second bowlers. Shaun Shattuck trying to get on track at a spare 7 after a 4-box start in the second. Nothing since. 77 through 8. 2, 4, 7, 9, 10. Tough piece of wood in front. Helicopter in flight. Dave Hodge-Mallahan, 3 strikes in the string, including a double earlier. Tough ball. He almost got it. 4 wiggles, trying to get to the 7. Won't go. Shattuck with a try. Oh, just missed the 4. Haji spins right for an 8. 114 through 9. Shattuck at 10. Did Hodge end on the ball to go? No, he's all done. Okay, scoreboard's up, not updated, right? So Shaun 87 through 9. Hodge 114 through 9. 7 boxes left. We'll talk to the winning team when we're done before we sign off. Greg will do all the update scores before that.
And plug in a microphone cord at breakneck speed.
Now try to trip over it either. We did last week.
They will anyway.
Got big feet. Shattuck 6-pin for a spare. Right at it. Haji 5 up, 5 down. Their final box of the match in the 2 spot. Bouncy ball's right. He won't quite get the 4-7. Shattuck, big spare chance, got it! 97, the ball in the 10th. Second spare of the 3rd.
Millis gets the first mark we've seen in these 9th and 10th boxes.
The captain, Hodge-Mallahan, 9 the object pin. 1, 2, 3, final string.
339, that's solid. 113 average. Above his league average in the Friday Night Pro League.
27-pin lead for Academy 3. How big is a strike for Shattuck to cut up to 17? 3 marks to 2 right now. Big ball here. On the extra session, it's in the pocket, but somehow just 4. 101, disappointing finish for Shaun Shattuck.
For a 322.
That's the 23, 2 marks for each side. So about 3, maybe 4 marks behind, pending the fills.
Yeah, Shattuck had 12 splits overall in the evening, so that's part of the reason he's below his average.
Middle bowlers not on marks. Glen Gill 87, John Alosa 82 through 8.
Nice strike, whoever that was.
Gill on the left side of the 1 takes 5.5. 8 and back. 1, 3, 6, 10 in front. Alosa trying to get back. It's that first string magic. And the second string here, the 125, 140 in the first. 1 wiggles, 8 back left, 6, 10 right. Gill push right. Number 1 stands. Can Alosa pick this apart? Double wood between the 1 and the 8. And this left steals the 1, but can't get the 6-10.
Slightly early drop.
Glen drops it for a 9, 96 through 9. Trying to get 1 pin close from the deficit column. 9 to match the box, 91 through 9, 5 box to go.
Marks are 52 to 41 overall in the match right now. In this string, dead even 16 to 16, but Academy 3 knocking down 8 more pins and filling way better, has the upper hand in this 3rd string.
Final box for the middle bowlers. Gill off to the left, off the wall, just 4. Alosa looking for a big ball here. 8, tough one. 2 in the 10. Let's see where the wood lands up. Not where he wanted to. Now it's rolling back. Here's the hope for a spare. Now it rolls. Now it's much better than we thought.
If only it had really turned, maybe.
Gives him hope.
Maybe if he plays super high on the wood, that is to the left side.
Gill too far right. Lucky to get a bunch. Everything but number 1 and number 9 gets nudged. Shaun trying to joink it over. What a try. He got it! Wow! A 3-ball Steve Kelly spare. The wood got the left side. The ball took up the 10. Huge. 101 of the ball. Gill a 9. A bogus string by a standards, 105. Alosa, 101 of the ball.
It's basically, let's call it hyper spinning the wood there, where you play high on it and then it turns the wood almost around. Now, getting the ball deflection back there really helps, but it did offer the best chance, and it allowed the action to travel right, and for Alosa, it
Big
worked.
time spare, big time fill, 8. 109 for John Alosa. 374, wow.
Low definitely wouldn't have worked, nor the red line, because then the action would just travel straight back.
4 blocks to go. It's down to 14 for Academy 3. 2 marks for each side. Millis has 2 spares. Academy a spare and a strike. Both the 4th and 5th bowlers here on marks. All 4 on marks. Steve Poulin on a spare. 3, 103 through 8. 103 the ball for Billy Shaun, senior, who's on fire. 3 marks in a row. A good ball, set back, leave. But better wood than we thought. 7, gains some back. 110 through 8. Poulin not going much. Shaun for 4 in a row. Can get the single digits if he can make this shot.
Like I said, Paul, the plank bounced off the sidewall.
5, 6, 10 left to right. Crucial shot. Oh, wow. It comes back anyway. Wow. Incredible spare. Clutch. Poulin a 7. Big swing. 110 through 9. Shaun 4 in a row. 120 in a ball. Millis has life for the sweep. It's down to 7.
Plus an extra mark. It's a virtual tie now.
The average spare fill 6.5.
They have 4 marks to none in this final pair of boxes.
That was one heck of a Nico highlight reel spare. Poulin finish up his string. 7 left, 1-3 in front.
Poulin, who's had a good evening by all accounts, has a lot of pressure on him now.
Anchor balls wrap up next. Big fill for Shaun for the lead. Only 3. Cuts to 4. 123 through 9.
So now it's Academy 3 advantage. 3 boxes left.
And pulling the extra shot, better shot here, you'd think. Nails it! Spare! 120 the ball in the 10th. Punch, counter punch. Can Shaun pull off this miraculous shot? Bunny hole, Paul Grant shot. Youch.
That is still not per our brand standards.
Shiner looking for now a tough 3.
Double mark swing.
It's a huge 3 in the wrong way. A nice string, nonetheless, 126. Without him, they're not in this final string after 4 in a row.
Mark has to be filled.
Don't you just love Candlepin Bowling? 6 fill, Poulin, 126 finale. Update from Greg, 2 blocks to go.
Steve Poulin, 375. Billy Shiner Sr., 353.
Logan's run, Logan Gingras watching. Demetri Dellas on a big spare. On a strike is Steve Poulin, Mike Nardone rather. He's got 3 marks in a row after 54 half.
Millis would still need a couple of marks to tip this back now.
Nardone crosses over 7, 3 pins. The middle one is the 3, left the 5, right the 6.
And for Nardone to get none.
Dellas would love a strike here. A double strike would be huge for a chance to steal the string, get 8 points. And Youch, a 1-5 Sun and West. That's just wrong. A cruel game. 96-8. That could possibly do it.
Probably at this point. It was so dramatic down the stretch, and then suddenly a series of unfortunate events just gives it right back to Academy 3 on the end. But still, Millis will have a 6-2.
Nardone robbed by the wood that time. 9 on the strike. 1-1-1 through 8.
Sorry about that. It's 8 filled 9 box. My bad.
Okay, so 110 make it through 8. Now 9, 119 through 9. Dellas and 8. 104 tonight. Is there a path here?
Very unlikely. A 7-box shuts it out.
That's right. So Academy that look like they can survive 2 points. Well, boy, watch out for Millis in the playoffs. If they make the playoffs, they could be the sleeper team that can make some noise, knock some teams out. Peter Penny, how's your Central 1 team do tonight, by the way? Extra leads they match by 10 in the third. In a tight match with Academy 2. Big lead for Metro over Academy 1. Look like they get 6 points. Dellas needs a double or a triple in a bad box for Nardone. Won't get it, and that'll do the string. So Academy 3 will get 2 points to avoid the sweep. Millis gets 6 points on the road in a great match. We'll talk to the winning team for Millis just a moment. Get the update scores from Greg. Get the microphone ready to go.
Dellas needs to mark the pass Alosa.
For bragging rights. And he got it. John's like, thanks a lot. They get a ride home together.
Steals the microphone.
Rock, New Hampshire, 114 the ball. What did Shaun get for a total? 374, right?
John Alosa 374, Mike Nardone 337.
What streak do you have right now?
373 plus this. He could get a lemon drop and tie it.
That'd be good. $5 for Candlepins for Cancer.
Lower your microphone.
He beats John barely with a 4. Not happy with a 118 finish, but what a match, Greg.
There it is, 587 to 569. Millis takes 2 points for total. Academy 3, 2 points for the final string. I'll have more stats in a second, but first things first, I got to play technician here and get a mic cord strung across. Be right with you. Stay tuned for the post-game interview in just a moment.
$376 to $374 was it?
377 to 374 was Demetri. Stand by one moment while I get you a microphone, sir. We will be right with you in just a moment. Microphone cord coming through.
Good ball, Billy. John, come on down, buddy. Demetri, what a night.
Yeah, it was a great night for us. We took 6 off them, so hey, I'll take it.
You almost came back. You were down pretty big in that third string. You almost came back and pulled it off.
Yeah, I was just trying to hit the head pin, try to get a break for myself, but hey, I went too full.
Now you get it right back with your buddy John Alosa. You had to get that spare to beat him, didn't you?
Yep, I had to.
John, what do you got to say in your defense for that one? What do you got to say in your defense, John?
He can do it. He can do it. He's the anchor for a reason. So
you guys bowled like a top seed tonight. You bowled really well in that first string. You bowled great in that second string. Almost got the sweep, but boy, you got to feel good how you bowled tonight.
Oh yeah, yeah. We don't care about individual stats. We just want to win as a team. That's all we want to do.
Should get you in the top 8 after tonight for sure.
Hey, we just got to keep going. There's still 10 more weeks of this, so hey, we got to keep running it
How
up.
does it feel to beat John, the Candlepins Cancer roller so far, 649?
Hey, we'll see if that holds, but we'll see.
And your brother got a 158 first string, got to 589. Who is the better brother Butwell's bowler still?
I think we also know that already, so hey, it's still me.
All right, Demetri, great job. Congratulations. 6 points to do. Greg Gouillart wraps it up.
Thank you very much. I'll make sure no one gets strangled with this cord now. That's the other part of this equation. Final stats for the match. By the way, score correction 588 to 569 for Academy 3 was the final string results. Stats were 55 marks to 42 for Millis. Overall in the match, pinning was Academy 3 left 109 pins left standing. Millis left 121, so 12 pins in the pinning for Academy 3. Millis had more head pins than the end, 83 to 79. And split ratio was about 50% overall in the match. So that's the little fiddly numbers and a lot of things coming up. We got the Candlepins for Cancer roll-offs tomorrow, as well as the CBA doubles handicap knockout as well. So looking forward to seeing you then, but that's enough tomorrow's for tonight. On behalf of Ball Grant, my name is Greg Gouillart. Thank you very much for watching this presentation of the Friday Night Pro League here on Candlepin Bowling Network, and until next time, so long.